because we're bored and because we're incompetent as fuck.
Take two.
Take two, ladies and gentlemen. I fucking sincerely apologise for that shit.
I don't.
Yeah, that was really bad.
I don't apologise, man. It's inspired me. I'm going to call an EP the Technical Difficulties EP.
That's it. And it's it's going to be all about how we fuck up tremendously.
It's made up entirely of like fuck ups, white noise, and
number stations.
Yeah, background screeching.
Right, we actually better post a link because people. Oh fucking hell! Right, you explain the problems. I'll post the link because people will be wondering what the fuck's going on.
It's hard to explain what you can't comprehend, Sam. There was I don't even know if I can hear myself. There was issues. We left at very last minute. We're busy eating a lot of chicken. We got a bargain bucket. We had to go out a lot. Loads of things happened when we were out and about. What else happened, Sam? There was mix up with plugs. We've got a mic that we can't get working. We were sorting out camera angles for webcams, and then the sound broke. There was no sound, so we've cancelled it and we've made a new link. But if you've not got the link, you obviously will be listening to this. So this is invalid. But this is take two.
Right, I've wrote sorry for the delay, but I think I might have spelt it deli. So
sorry for the delay.
Sorry for
I think I spelled it correctly.
Oh, sorry then.
Sorry for everyone.
Right, sorry for everyone. Fucking hell, man. I apologise. We fucked up royally. Our first guest, we have a guest on today, ladies and gentlemen. This is TheDave McAleese.
Howdy.
Also known as Number 13. He has a Scottish rap. I want to say sensation. What's the word before someone is made? What are they? A prototype or
prototype?
The prodigal son.
I would just say artist.
Artist.
Yeah.
I was going to ask you about that. Do you prefer, is it rap or rap star or just artist?
To be honest, I would go with hip hop artist.
Fair enough. I'll go with that as well then, because I don't know any better.
No.
I only.
Right.
We had the message there. I see you now. It's fucked up, lad. Alright, so maybe there's something not right here.
Is it
yeah,
working?
that button was still on. Alright, so occasionally that's the other thing as well. This computer that we're running this whole fucking thing off of is a piece of shit.
Mm-hmm.
And if you don't unclick the thing properly, the mouse sticks on it, and then it, like, the computer thinks it's still waiting on something and it starts glitching and everything like that. So that's why usually for the first 5 minutes of every podcast that we've ever done, there's like little bits of glitching. It's because of that fucking thing. Hopefully now, oh, that was loud. Hopefully now it's running smooth. And this is the other thing as well. We got a microphone. Shout out to fucking Stephen Dewar. He helped us out again. Yeah, unfortunately my mixer's not good enough to have 3 mics apparently. It was just like, nah, you're alright, pal. I was like, we need 3 mics, mixer. And I was like, nah.
So me and Dave are sharing.
So you and Dave are sharing.
Half stuff's on a mic.
I'm okay with that.
Yeah. The other thing as well was the wait, someone's saying where do I send messages to? You send them there. I can fucking see.
Who's seen that?
You send them there. That's where you send them, right?
That's your brother, Sam.
It is.
Is it?
Yeah.
Don't tell him that.
Aye, just send them there wherever you're sending them.
Aye, just Facebook it.
Just write a fucking message in the bottle and just hope we get it.
Fucking hell, man. That sucked. We're like 30 minutes late.
Good number.
Wait, maybe
that's a good number.
Maybe there's a bit of fucking
a bit serendipitous there, really, isn't it?
either that or there's a conspiracy behind it.
Oh,
Yeah.
And there's a reason that we've. But yeah, so let's fucking jump into things. Apologise again. TheDave McAleese, number 13.
Yeah.
Recording artist. Someone else is sending a message, interrupting me again.
Oh, that's how you send messages. I'm not getting the messages, Sam.
Hi, so what you up to? What's your latest?
Well, I'm working on an EP at the minute. Well, I'm not working on an EP at the minute, actually. I've got
You just finished one, haven't you?
Yeah, I've just finished recording one 4 or 5 days ago, something like that. Yeah, through in Glasgow with a fella called Tony Smoke.
Right, I don't know who that is.
Tony Smoke's a shit hop producer. He's quite well known in the
so it's proper like
hip hop community.
So when you say you've like released an EP, it's not just fucking you've stuck something up on iTunes, because like anybody can do that really. You've went through, you've got it properly like.
Yeah, I mean I've got the beats for it, sat and wrote this, went through and recorded with, as I say, with Tony Smoke. He's very good in the whole mixing and mastering process.
Well, I was listening to some of your shit there, and that's the first thing. as well as like you go, oh, he's really fucking good.
Mm-hmm.
It is. It's like it's mixed really well. It sounds like
that's
it's fucking as legit as you'll get, you know.
Yeah, it sounds
Like
professional.
an amateur homemade kind of job.
And this is your second one as well, isn't it?
It's my second one coming up. Yeah, we've got the first one that I put out was just called 13. This one's going to be called the Loosely Spoken EP.
Right, that's cool, man. And you've got them on iTunes as well.
No, they're not on iTunes. No, they're on Bandcamp.
Oh,
Right.
I've heard before using that.
I don't know what that is.
It's a really good website actually. It's just for like independent musicians and that to put up music. You can put prices on it, or you can put it up for free download if you want.
Alright, that's cool.
I put mine up. It's for free, but if you want to pay, you can. You know what I mean?
Aye. That's maybe the best way to do it, man.
Right.
I don't expect people to. I want people to take it for free. You know what I mean? I just see it as a bonus.
It is hard nowadays. Like,
if you get money off or something.
I know. Especially, I mean, what do you do? Like, do you go to the effort of getting CDs printed? Because I mean, I don't know. Do people still buy CDs? Is that still a thing?
Yeah, I mean, well, a lot of the guys who I see at gigs that I go to and stuff like that, a lot of them I'll have like a stack of their CDs there and they'll sell them maybe £2-3 a go.
Yeah.
You know, I mean, I've got quite a collection of them, and this I've got a Case 1 CD. Case 1 and Tony Smoke actually put together a CD called 100th Monkey. I've got that one. Stevie T from Dead Sounds, Second Chance at First Impressions, that's called. I've got one of them. I've got a CD of a guy from Edinburgh called Word. He's very good as well. And these are all ones that I've just picked up at gigs.
Yeah. See, I've been trying to not even like intentionally. It wasn't like I thought, right, well, Dave's on the podcast, I'll go and check out some of the stuff. It was before I'd actually come on the podcast. I was like, well, you know, I saw your. I was going to ask you as well. The fucking the battle raps.
Yeah.
How do you get involved in that? How do you even go about challenging someone, or is there like organisers and?
Well, yeah, I mean, there's people who organise the events, obviously. Like Kevin Grove Battles is organised generally by Kane, a guy who runs Crown Sound. He puts together Kevin Grove Battles, and you get Badmouth Battles, which Gasp runs, and there's a battle league called Don't Flop in that as well, which I'm hoping to get involved in eventually.
Yeah, that's the one I heard of when I was like
Don't Flop,
stumbling upon all this stuff.
Yeah, I mean, there are guys that arrange it. If you want to call out a certain artist at an event, you can. It's up to them whether or not they
So
want
say I wanted to do it right now today. I wanted to challenge someone. How would I do it?
Have a look, find out when the next event is, and then put up on just put a post on the event page saying that you want to call out such and such an artist.
Alright, so like anybody could just go to the Facebook page and be like, I want to challenge this guy.
Yeah.
That's fucking way easier than I thought. I thought there would be like, you know, protocol and fucking like guys like, no man, you can't do this.
No, I mean,
you can.
It's generally accepted that if you're going to do this, you should probably actually be.
But would you have to have like
or an MC?
Aye, but would you have to have necessarily like something to show them?
No, not strict, not necessarily. No.
Yeah.
Obviously, if you think you're good enough for it, do you know what I mean?
You would have
to be doing it
yeah.
otherwise.
Yeah.
There was a lad at a battle recently called Zebedee, and he only got a track recorded before I battled him, and he's done battles before that. You know what I mean? And let's say he just came onto the battle scene without having anything recorded or that, and he's doing really well at it now. After his battle with me, that was a massive improvement to his previous battles.
And who called to it there?
I have to be honest, man.
That's a good question.
What was that? I missed that question.
I said who called who out? Like who? Like the Dave's like one.
Oh yeah.
Fight the Zebedee guy or the Zebedee.
Did Zebedee call him?
Or how does it happen? Or do you ever just get paired like randomly?
Well, I mean, a lot of the time you get paired randomly. Like if there are some names up on the list and you haven't asked to battle a specific person, then the guy who's running it will just ask you, say, do you want to battle such and such a guy? Like my first battle was against a guy called Seamus, and I'd never heard of him before. You know what I mean? I had no idea who he was.
Was he ginger?
He had no.
No, that's Seamus.
No, but I made that particular joke as well. Actually, it was one of the first bars that I spit. Yeah. But no, I mean I had no idea who he was. He had no idea who I was. But the next event that I battled at, what was it? Who was it I battled last?
I saw your one.
Was Zebedee.
I was going to say I saw your one with Zebedee.
Seamus and Zebedee.
Yeah.
But wait a minute, you said he didn't really know who you were either.
No.
So like.
No, it was the guy who set the event up who.
So how do you prepare though? Like because you obviously write things that you're gonna
Yeah.
So if you don't know the guy, or if you don't know anything about him, do you stalk his Facebook page?
Oh yeah, Facebook and SoundCloud are wonderful tools.
You're gonna go
really,
find out his mum's name and everything.
Well, yeah, I mean, Zebedee's evidence of that. Zebedee actually named my mother by name
in
his battle against me. You know what I mean? That bit where he says that old slag Mo Rag who's no bad. You know what I mean?
Oh fucking hell!
Yeah, I thought that was very clever. It wasn't just your generic your mother joke. You know
I know you went for it.
I thought it was quite clever.
I like that bit in that when you called out. What was that lass's name? Was it Karen or something? He was so deep in the friend zone.
Yeah, Amanda.
Amanda. That was funny.
Yeah. No, I mean Amanda's she's a really good friend of his. They've been close mates forever, and I really like her as well. She's good people. I just thought I had to put it in there because I would have missed the trick if I didn't.
I just got a message there saying apparently you need to somehow be closer or move closer or something to the mic. This is my fault, guys. I thought we would have been able to have the 3 microphones because there is the slots for it. It just they won't fucking take for whatever reason.
But you're closer to mine. I will only bite you.
There you go.
It's okay.
So you're good there. That sounds good. Now you talk, Paul. Let's test this out.
Talking. That sounds alright to me.
Yes, I'm yeah, that's cool.
Talking.
Right. Talking.
So
we'll just stay here, Dave.
Yeah, no, that works, man. That works.
That works for me. What was I going to say, Dave? I like that bit about the friend zone place. That was good about that lassie. But then, do you ever get like some like he would maybe say to you after like that was fucking too far, Dave. What you doing?
Aye.
Has it ever caused any actual because obviously you see like you and Seamus at the end of that one and you're like you kind of like have a wee like Ken.
Aye.
And like it's obviously all in like good fun. At the
I think
same
you'd
time.
have to like if you had that kind of attitude, you know, if like you went too far.
I think a thick skin, but you'd have to
because it's like it is kind of similar in a wee bit to wrestling.
Aye, that's what I was thinking. Like they're obviously still pals at the end of the day.
Aye. It's almost like let's say we were battling, right?
Yeah.
I'm not challenging you. Just hypothetical situation, right? But if you got good over on me and you said something that was really fucking devastating, to me I'd think that's great. That's like a great piece of footage there that's going to promote the event better. People are going to come back. Like it's almost like we're working off each other in a way, slightly. But
but has it ever brought actual like real beef?
Not to me, no. But
there's been stories.
I feel like I'm on a date with you, Dave. I'm really close to you and I don't really know you that way.
Wait a minute, I'm okay with that.
I'm gonna see how close she's look on the camera.
That's not too bad.
Nah, it's alright. It's just because I'm really far away and the wall's fucking cutting off half of this.
Yeah.
Aye. Right.
But there's a particular battle that happened a while ago between two fellas called Jails and Revolution.
Right.
And I'm not gonna mention specifics, but Jails mentioned that Jails brought something up in that battle that it's generally considered that he shouldn't have.
Right.
And everybody's been at him after it, telling him that he shouldn't have.
Like too far, kind
of. Straight up, too far. You know what I mean? It's just one of those things.
I'm trying to think what that could be now. I've got a few ideas. I'm not going to say it in case I guess it, but yeah, well, maybe there is kind of boundaries. I don't know. Like, should there be boundaries? Do you think?
Well, I think there are. Yeah, I mean, there are certain lines that you shouldn't cross.
I think like mum jokes and stuff like that, they're pretty standard. Do you know what I mean?
To be honest, I think mum jokes are a bit boring unless they're done properly. You know,
Well,
I
see,
tend not
that's-
to do very many mum jokes in my battles.
See, that's what like for what I've seen. Like apart from few battles, I've seen them ones that you were showing us, like Lunar seeing that. Like, and a lot of that was like mum and girlfriend stuff.
Yeah.
Which I just think it's like it's good, but it's fair game if you know what I mean. Like it's like it's easy to do.
Aye, that's the thing I was going to bring up as well, because like obviously I went down the road of like, you know, the YouTube sidebar and you get all these other videos and like I was like, oh fucking this is pretty good, I'm getting quite into this now, you know, these rap battles, because some of them are really, well, a lot of them, I wouldn't even just say some of them, a lot of them are really like fucking intellectual and like well thought out and and like one of the first ones I saw before I saw Lunar Sea, it was a kid, I think he was called Blizzard, and he was facing this guy that was like a teacher,
right,
kind of thing, and it was kind of like part of his gimmick. I think he is a teacher though.
All right, okay.
And he's like does poetry, but he like it was a Don't Flop event.
And
I can't say I can't say I know who this guy is.
It was one of the first ones I saw. Blizzard versus this teacher guy, Mr. whatever his name is, and I was going to ask you about that, but you don't know the guys. But it was the same event, Don't Flop.
Yeah.
And then you see Lunar Sea, and I'd watched a few of them, but like Lunar Sea is fucking awesome. Like he's really fucking good.
Lunar Sea is very good.
Yeah.
Lunar Sea, but I would say, to be honest, if there was any battler in Don't Flop whose level I would want to reach, it's Shotty Horror.
Shotty Horror. Right.
Shotty Horror is incredible.
Yeah. See, I haven't seen him.
See, this Don't Flop stuff, is that more like, obviously your stuff is like pre-written?
Oh, Don't
Is
Flop.
theirs on the cuff?
No, Don't Flop's pre-written as well. I mean, they do put on. They do specify sometimes freestyle battles and that.
Because I feel like when I'm watching like your stuff and then compared to like that Lunar Sea guy, like yours is more like a constant like flow. Do you know what I mean? But his would be like, his is more like it's more just like punchlines. You know what I mean?
It can kind of sound like he's just talking. He's just saying
but then
something.
He'll do a couple of wee bars for it. Well.
Yeah. I get you. I know what you mean.
Aye.
But yeah, as far as comedy goes, anyway.
Mm-hmm.
Lunar Sea was the best I'd seen, but I hadn't seen.
I said no. Lunar Sea is very good with comedy, but when it comes to like really clever, intelligent wordplay and some comedy mixed in there as well, Shotty Horror's got it down.
Yeah.
I mean,
I'll need to see him then.
Incredible.
I'll need to check him out then. And one thing, and like, no disrespect or whatever, but it's like I had high hopes for like Lunar Sea's like singles and stuff like that.
Yeah.
And I think it was just I was too used to the comedy, used to the jokes, the punchlines that are aimed at someone.
Yeah.
But then of course you can't really sort of have a song that's like that unless you were sort of the song was directed at one particular person.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, I suppose that's one of the pitfalls of being a battle rapper, is folk would maybe notice you through that and expect your rap to be sort of comic rap that would make them laugh, and then it turns out that you're writing tracks about your youth and stuff like that, and it's not funny, it's not making them laugh, you know what I mean? And they're just thinking, oh well, that's boring, because they're not taking the time to actually sit and listen to what it is about.
Aye.
It's very similar to like stand-up comedy though, if you think about it. Like, you know, you're on a stage with a mic and it's just your words and what you can come up with. I had a point there. But like I was gonna say, I suppose, like, because I always agreed with the notion of like there is no line, like with stand-up comedy, like either everything's funny or none of it is. Like as soon as you start drawing lines. But then I was thinking, if you're a stand-up comedian, you're just sort of gauging a whole audience as a whole. But if you are specifically talking to one person, and the jokes became like something that you know is like.
It could get personal.
Yeah, like if this guy's girlfriend had an abortion or something like that, you know, you kind of almost couldn't. You're not going to get a laugh out of that one thing. You know, but yeah.
No, but I mean, the way I see it is, a lot of battles are judged on laughs when they should be judged on wordplay and intelligence. You know what I mean?
Aye.
But that's why whenever I try to battle, I'll try and incorporate clever wordplay with.
No, I get you, because
jokes, you know what I mean? It's a lot of it's either jokes over bars or bars over jokes for a lot of people, and I prefer to do a bit of both.
Just explain what bars are.
Bars are intelligent lyrics and wordplay.
There you go.
That's what they refer to as bars when it comes to battles.
Yeah. Aye, because I suppose it is more, or at least it should be more like how you would see poetry, where you're appreciating the structure of what you're saying, rather than just here's a punchline. Yeah. No, I get you.
But then I sometimes think as well, like, see, like if you listen to like a rapper that's like good and clever in that, and you listen to it and it maybe takes like a couple of times for it to sink in, but then say you do it like out like at a battle or something, like they only hear it once. And then I was watching your the one against Seamus, and like it's really clever in that what you're saying compared to what he's putting out.
Yeah.
But then the judges are like, oh, it was really close. And I thought it was like a clear thing.
Yeah.
Like I really did think.
I was going to ask you about that as well, and like, because I don't know. I mean,
but like you must have thought yourself, like you must have knew, like, I've got him. Do you know what I mean? Say it.
See, that's, you can't. You almost can't say that. Like,
not right. I mean, I like the way that Case 1 put it. He was one of the judges. I like the way that he put it. He put it whereas Seamus was coming with personals and angles and such like, and intelligent bars, but fair enough, his rhyme schemes were a bit off.
Aye, and he stumbled a couple of times as well.
But as Case One said, I was just rapping funny stuff that rhymed with other funny stuff, and I was, because by then I just thought, fuck it, I'm good at being funny. I'll spit jokes. It'll win.
Yeah.
And I did think that I would win. You know what I mean? I did think that I would win, and I did think that I would get a better reaction from the judges than I did. But at the same time, I took the win. And
but even with the Zebedee one as well, I was watching it. Now it's hard to tell because I'm your friend. You know what I mean? I'm biased towards you. Like I probably do watch it thinking I want you to win, but I really fucking try not to be. Like I try not to be. I try to see it as like as if it was two different people.
Two folk you didn't know or something.
And I'm watching it, and like in the Zebedee one, I mean, again, I'm not being disrespectful at all. Like, you know, but like he was stumbling a few bits, and the bits that he did came out. The one, like, there was a few good bits, but there was nothing really that, like, you know, punch you in the face type shit. Yeah. Whereas I was when it cut to you, I'm like, just what the fuck? That's Dave. What the fuck, man? He's kicking the shit out of this guy. And then it got to the judges, and they were so like, you know, well, I mean, I'm gonna like cut, and I'm like, fuck off, man.
That's
like
what I'm
every round, like in my opinion, and I really do try to be like impartial, but in every round, I think you destroy them. And then for the judges, I just wondered if there is some sort of, because I don't know how new he is either, you know, or who he's friends with,
do the judges always have to be like impartial?
The judges are impartial, yeah.
But do you think that even though they are being impartial, that maybe there's a sort of, like, maybe just if you're a newer guy, they might all collectively, maybe even unintentionally, but just
back the other one.
Aye. Because they're closer with him just through him doing it longer.
I'm not gonna lie, I do think that does happen on occasion.
Aye.
I do think it does happen on occasion, but not as often as you might think.
I don't know. Just the ones I was watching you, I was a bit sceptical about it.
There's a battle I've got coming up against GBH.
GBH.
He's a really nice guy. His name's Gareth. He's in a crew called Dead Life.
Right. What's a crew? What do you mean?
Just
like
a group of people who
they sort of just all back each other, support each other,
and go on stage together and spit tracks. You know what I mean? People who record together and such. You know. Kind
of like D12.
Yeah. D12. There you
go. Let's take it back to the start, because we like. I wanted to ask you first of all. I thought, like, you know, you've got the sort of bog standard questions and everything like that, but I did want to ask you how you sort of, not necessarily just how you sort of got into it, but like, how did you get into just even liking rap? What was the first sort of things that you listened to that you made you like it and all that kind of stuff?
You don't kind of guy.
No, well, therein lies a story, lads.
Go for it. We've finally got 10 podcasts later, we've finally got a story, Paul.
Right, well, when I was maybe 12 years old, my big brother started listening to Tupac.
Aye.
And I know that's probably going to sound like a really generic, everybody starts listening to Tupac.
I was going to ask you about the conspiracy theories, but I figured that's a whole other tangent. We shouldn't go down there just yet.
There is no tangent, mate. Tupac's dead.
There you go. Settled. Answered for you.
Right, so I was about 12 years old, my big brother started listening to Tupac, and me and him shared the room at the time, and so therefore I started listening to Tupac.
You didn't have a choice.
It's kind of unavoidable, really, but I wasn't arguing with it because I enjoyed it. You know what I mean? And by the time I was 13 years old, I'd been listening to Mayor Tupac, Dr. Dre. I'd been listening to Biggie and such, like, you know what I mean? I'd started getting into it myself, and then
were you listening to Dr. Dre before Eminem was like big?
To be honest, I have no idea the year that Eminem got big. I can't even remember how old I was at the time.
Because I'm just thinking, like, it was all like here's Dr. Dre, fucking yeah, Dr. Dre, motherfuckers. I'm like, who's this guy? I don't know. Like,
well, I mean, I listened to a lot of Dr. Dre's older stuff from before Eminem came out, like all his NWA stuff and all that, and the Chronic album and stuff, because Dre was always really good.
Oh, was it fucking Ice Cube, Dr. Dre, Niggers with Attitude.
Yeah.
I fucking love that song.
And that is the only way that you will get away with dropping the N-bomb.
That's true.
You've just...
It's part of a song, people.
You've got to give it NWA if you're talking about the band.
Aye. But the song is actually called, and it's spelled with a Z as well, I think, so it's alright.
Yeah.
I thought you were going to drop it again there, Sam.
Yeah.
Once is enough.
Yeah. Aye, right, where was it? Aye. So as I hit 13, I started listening to this sort of stuff, and I did a lot of reading, you know what I mean? So I had a large vocabulary myself anyway. So I thought, well, I could do this. I mean, why not? I would sit down and I would write...
Like at 13?
Yeah.
Aye?
And I would sit down and I would write very basic sort of American style raps with an American accent behind them.
Give us an example. American Pie, yeah. Give me some high.
I couldn't give you an example of one that I wrote all the way back then because I can't remember any of them.
Yeah, but it's fucking hard though. Like when if you grow up and all you're hearing is rap in an American accent, it's hard to even imagine it as being like. How could you do this with a Scottish accent?
Aye.
Yeah, well, I mean, the same thing happened in London, really, didn't it? That's how it kicked off the grime scene and that Dizzy Rascal and Wiley and stuff.
Experimenting with rap with a different accent.
Exactly.
Aye.
Rap with a different accent, slightly different tempo, and it's majorly took off.
Aye.
So I don't see any reason why it wouldn't do it in this country.
Yeah.
It might take a wee bit of time to get over the accent barrier, but we'll get there eventually.
Well, the first fucking... Well, I don't know if it was the first, but it probably was the first Scottish rap that I've heard. That I ever heard. You probably guess.
You're gonna...
The Wee Man.
Oh.
The fucking... Like...
Hear you, that'll be right. Hear you,
that
you're nugget.
Aye. Like, I don't know anyone who doesn't like that. Like, it's fucking awesome. And it showed me that, like, you could do Scottish rap.
Yeah.
Like, it could work, you know. And he's got... It's not just that song as well. That's his most famous one. But, you know, he's got a few other ones.
Yeah.
Like, they're all good. Like, I fucking like them.
See, that particular one... I mean, I'm quite good friends with him. His name's Neil. As I say,
you may have just destroyed his whole image.
No, I've not destroyed his whole image. He done that himself.
It's getting heated.
But no, I mean, he's a really nice guy, and he told me a story once that it's not actually his voice on that particular track.
Is it not? No, you've really fucking destroyed his image today.
His name's Neil. He's fucking...
Didn't even sing on that song.
I think I've heard that before. It was there was on a...
But the thing is, if you listen to that and then you listen to say, what's it called? The Fleeto.
Walking down Argyle and then
listen to the Fleeto, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
It's two totally different voices.
Aye.
I mean, and then you listen to his rap battles against the Shadow People, against Weedy and Case One and Nitty Grits and such.
Weedy, aye, that's another one I remembered.
His voice is totally different then from what it was in that Hear You video, you know what I mean?
Aye.
You can tell anyway.
Why do you think he done that? Just that the other guy sounded way fucking nerdier.
Far more like a bam.
Aye.
I'll go with that. The guy sounded more like a bam.
Aye. Hear you, that will be right. Fucking hell. Aye, he must have wrote it and everything, obviously. Is he not like a fucking... He was like a film and media student or something like that? Had like his degree?
He's a comedian.
Aye. But he was in like university and stuff.
As far as I'm aware, yeah.
Aye. I've seen actually a few... Because I searched him, you know.
Aye.
And he had like... He does like poetry stuff as well.
Yeah.
Aye. And... Does he organise battles as well?
Yep.
Yeah.
Yes, he does. I was actually I took part in one.
Oh yeah.
A couple of weeks ago, through in Glasgow, against a comedian. It's rappers versus comedians battles that he sets up.
That's awesome.
Aye.
Yeah.
That's cool.
So what happens then? You rap and the other guy just...
He raps as well.
Oh, he raps as well, right?
Yeah, but I mean it's pre-written and it's without a beat. So it's basically just like any other rap battle, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
Only they're expected to have somewhat of a, we're expected to have somewhat more of an advantage because we're rappers, we're lyricists, this is what we do, you know what I mean? But at the same time, a lot of battles get judged on funniness, and they're comedians, you know what I mean? That's what they do.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? And at a lot of these events, the crowd are there because it's a comedy event, not because it's a hip hop.
But then it might be hard for them to sort of, even if they do write something down, to then rap that, you know.
Aye.
Because that's a whole other fucking kettle of fish, isn't it?
Well, we had a week to prepare for it, and it was, the first round was 2 minutes long, and the second round was 1 minute long. And I mean, I just managed to get it all memorised by the time we actually had to go up and do it.
So is it like you've got your rounds memorised? Could you ever do like say like you'd have the first round, the second round, and the third round? You'd have them all like memorised separately.
Yeah.
Would you ever like switch them about, or is it you just do it in the?
To be honest, I find that it's better to memorise them in order and keep them in that particular order.
So, because I'm trying to get like, because there is sometimes you notice where it will be the guy will say something that you've not written about, you've not expected, but then you'll somehow work that into something that you've said.
Well, a lot of guys, they'll start, say if somebody starts before them, or any time that a lot of the guys are coming after somebody else, then they'll come up with a freestyle flip. You know what I mean? Like if somebody spits a joke about, like Weedy does it quite a lot, if sort of people make short jokes about him. You know what I mean? He's always got freestyle flips just waiting to throw it back.
Oh, so he'll have that kind of preemptively, he'll kind of know that somewhere that could be coming.
I mean, that's just an example.
Aye.
You know what I mean? That's just an example, but a lot of guys, they'll just hear something that somebody else has said sometime, like halfway during the round or something.
Aye.
And then they'll spend the rest of the round, like I've tried to sit there, spend the rest of the round trying to think of something witty and
but that must be hard to do,
for the
because
first
then
round.
it would change the whole flow of your bars or whatever. Do you know what I mean?
Well, not strictly, no, because I mean a lot of the guys, they can go they go for a freestyle flip at the start of the round, just flawlessly into what they already had written.
Aye.
Do you know what I mean?
Aye, I don't suppose that would be too bad. It'd be hard going if you're spitting in the middle though.
I mean, what if you were just to decide halfway through it that you were going to throw in a freestyle?
No,
you'd almost have to do it at the beginning, eh?
Aye, you would, or stick it on at the end, but like you couldn't like be talking about something then like have like you're like, at this point I'm going to, instead of saying this thing I'm going to say this other thing, like in the middle of my your round or whatever.
I
don't think that would work out very well.
No,
that would sort of throw your flow off.
See, it's weird because you watch all, like, you know, especially when you're a kid and you'd watch like 8 Mile, maybe not a kid, I don't know what age I was, but when 8 Mile came out and stuff like that, and you did think, oh, this was just all off the cuff. This is just like how it's done, but
well, that's the thing. I mean, don't get me wrong, there are a lot of freestyle battles. A lot of freestyle battles, and a lot of people out there that don't think that you've actually gained the respect of everybody that you should if you can't freestyle.
Aye.
And to be honest, that's a wee bit of a pitfall for me because I can't freestyle.
Yeah.
No, I can't freestyle. But
I can't either.
You give me a name and you give me a week to research them and write something, and I'll come with two 2-minute rounds, 3 1-minute rounds, whatever. You know what I mean? And I'll remember it and I'll spit it. But
and you'll fucking destroy them.
But
no, I know what you mean.
I can't freestyle. If you shout me up on the stage and then shout somebody else up on the stage, I will get fucked up.
Do you know what? It's harder for you now, in this day and age, I'd say, because I think if this was like 20 years ago, you could have like written down a couple of pages worth of shit that you could do over and over and over again with every different guy almost, you know?
Yeah.
But now, with the fucking internet and like YouTube, it's almost like you'd have to write new stuff every single time for every single guy.
Yeah.
That's fucking hard.
Well, I mean, I don't.
But then I suppose the cream rises to the top if you're better at fucking keeping up with that kind of workflow, you know? You're obviously going to get...
I mean, I've been throwing myself at battles because I like the idea of researching people and just slagging them off for fun. You're
just like stalking people at night, like on the fucking Facebook, and someone looks in, what you need? Researching.
Researching. Scrolling through people's pictures looking for really bad ones that I can turn into memes. It's like, what's this one? Oh, you look like an old man in that. That'll do.
You look like an old man in that.
Right, got an old man in that picture. Hey, Gareth.
Oh, Gareth, you done fucked up here watching this shit.
Gareth's already battled. Gareth's the guy I'm battling on the.
Oh, he's the, what was his name?
GBH.
GBH.
GBH, yeah.
Let's start writing some shit right now about this. What's his name?
Maybe
Gareth.
we should go to Sam and do some investigation.
Gareth, have a fucking bath.
That was horrible.
Yes, smelly. I don't know. Oh, fuck it.
Now, here's an example of how much I can't freestyle. The first time I met him, we were sitting doing a random freestyle battle, and for some reason I decided to say that GBH stood for Grievous Bodily Hodor. One, I was drunk. Two, I can't freestyle. There are my excuses.
We forgive you, man. What?
I would let that slide if I seen that, I think.
I would think it was intentional. If you hadn't apologised after it, I'd be like,
Good.
I need to get another beer, yo. Are you?
Yeah.
Can you handle this, Paul? I'm putting you in charge.
I was just thinking that like all my questions have been answered.
Oh no, must be more anything you want to talk about as well, actually, in case, because like, did we do everything? Lunar Sea? You met him, didn't you?
Oh yes, I did actually. Yes, as again, therein lies the story.
I can hear you, but I'll be back.
Right, aye. I went to see Lunar Sea 2-3 weeks ago, something in Glasgow.
And what was he doing? Was it
was
a battle?
No, it was a gig.
Alright.
He was performing a set. It was supported by Dead Sounds and Tongue Acrobats.
Right.
And I know there's somebody else, and I should remember if there is. Sorry,
No,
whoever it is, if you're watching this and I forgot that you supported Lunar, I'm sorry. But yeah, aye.
Couldn't have been memorable.
It was good. It was a shit hot show. And afterwards, standing outside, basically waiting to find out what was happening, and I was just standing talking away to Lunar about music and about his battles and all that sort of stuff, telling him to keep an eye out on the Scottish battle scene because I'm going to be tearing cunts up, you know what I mean?
Right.
As you do. And he's a really nice guy, you know what I mean? Just stood and spoke for a while. Another guy that was in his crew, he's another one of the fly tippers, is what they're called. His name's Minus.
Minus, I might have heard him. Who's the other guy the guy that looks like Mr. Bean? The bald-headed guy with the glasses.
Ah,
I know what you mean.
Matter,
aye.
Matter. I don't know if Matter's one of the fly tippers though, actually.
No,
because he wasn't there in Glasgow.
Right. It was just because he was like, when he said Minus, it was Matter, but it came to
But Minus, basically what happened was after Lunar and that went back to whatever hotel they were crashing at, me and Minus and a few other chaps, Subconscious for Dead Sounds and that, went back to Subsy's gaff to go and sit and get pished and
it was good.
just sit and cypher and shit, you know what I mean?
Sitting what?
Cypher.
What's that? Cypher?
It's stick on a beat and then one guy will rap a verse and then pass it on to the next guy will rap a verse and then
That sounds like fun.
rap a verse, you know what I mean? Standing there for like 20 minutes, half an hour at a time, just with a beat on the PC, 4 years, 5 years in a circle, just sitting there rapping away at each other.
That sounds good, man.
Nah, it's good fun. I always enjoy a cypher, and you'll generally always get one at the end of gigs and at the end of battle events and that. You'll always get a cypher.
Aye.
And I really like.
I mean,
it's
you
one of my
just
favourite
like
parts.
do like pre-written stuff for that, or would you try and freestyle for something like that if it's
Yeah,
just
I mean,
like fun?
If I could freestyle, then I would. You know what I
Aye.
mean? And there are guys who jump in. There's a guy. I mean, do you know how I go by number 13? This guy goes by the Freestyle Master. That's the name that he
Right.
goes by. You know what I mean? And he does for a reason because he
can do it
phenomenal at
because he
freestyle.
can.
Honestly.
That's crazy. Eh?
Yeah, I mean, imagine if he was to jump on a cypher, he would freestyle because whenever he jumps on the stage, he just gets a beat on and he freestyle.
It must be such a hard thing to do, like freestyle, because you're going at that speed. Do you know what I mean? It's not like you're stopping and thinking about, oh, what am I going to say now? You like he's. Do you know what I mean? It
I
must
can
be
do it.
so hard to do.
I can do it.
I mean, I've heard people comparing it to like freestyle singing, and I'm sitting there thinking, no, because you can't hold a note when you're rapping. You know what I mean?
Aye. And singing takes a bit.
Well, singing,
time
you can
as
do
well.
anything. Like,
And you can sit.
Aye.
And,
there's a chair, and you're like thinking of what rhymes with the chair.
you know what I mean?
And just
All
hold
the
the
way
note until you
holding the
figure
note.
it out.
You know what I mean? There's a chair.
What do you-
It's sitting over there.
And then you're like, yes, it rhymed.
It's the same colour as a polar bear. See? See?
You can
Singing,
freestyle
people, I can
sing.
freestyle sing. I mean, I can't
You
sing.
can do that in the next cipher,
I
Dave.
can't sing, but I can freestyle sing badly. There you go.
Aye, man.
And he's like, this guy's a genius. It fucking does look like a polar bear. No, that's good, man. Fucking, I don't know what. So, like, do you sort of exclusively listen to rap, or do you like any
I listen
non-rap?
I listen to everything, mate.
Yeah?
I listen to absolutely everything.
My
My favourite band in the world is Slipknot.
what about Avril Lavigne's new song?
I don't listen to Avril Lavigne.
Have you not seen this?
No.
It's fucking ridiculous.
Is it?
It's called Hello Kitty.
I've seen one of my pals posted something about it on Facebook saying that they nearly had a diabetic seizure just watching it.
It's really
Or
bad,
something
man.
along those lines. So no,
It's like she's trying to be all
Can we play it?
J-pop.
we
No,
not?
we can't actually because of
I want to
copyright.
hear it.
No,
I can't. I'd almost show you
Oh,
just the
well.
video. Nah, fuck it.
you really don't.
I'll show you later, man. I can't play it. Sorry, folks, because of the old copyright. We'll get taken down off of
I bet
YouTube.
there's so many disappointed people out there, Sam.
Yeah. Well, you can always go watch it. Avril Lavigne's new song, Hello Kitty. It is fucking dire. It is really bad. And I usually don't mind like shit things. Like I'll try and give it the benefit of the doubt. Oh, maybe it's intentionally trying to be shit.
Aye.
No, this is just bad. And it's funny actually because near the end of the video, she's like walking along and it's all black and white, and she's like smiling at all these Japanese people, and like you can see in her eyes like she's not happy. Like, you know, she's doing this big fucking forced smile, and she looks like she's like ready to cry, and she's like
Aye.
looking down at the ground and stuff. It's so bad.
Yeah.
It's so cringeworthy.
Call that the fake smile of hatred.
It is. It's
Fake smell
like,
of selling out.
Yeah,
honestly,
I
I'm-
really don't want to be here right now.
it is. It's like the eyes. The eyes don't lie. You can tell.
Aye.
Like she's smiling over here, but the eyes are like, "Get me the fuck out of here."
Oh, I want to say it.
Yeah, you have to. It's so cringeworthy, so bad. But don't stop. Do you like about that?
Yep.
Yep. What else?
Um,
I'm just going to go through all music and see if Dave's likes it.
I
now.
listen to John. I'll listen to things ranging from Tupac to Metallica to Journey to Ray Charles to Johnny Cash. I listen to a Japanese chick called Kokia. She doesn't sing in English. I listen to Josh Groban. One of the first gigs I went to was Ronan Keating, for fuck's sake. I listen to everything, mate. Seriously, I listen to a bit of everything. The way I see it is, you can't say that you enjoy music unless you give everything a try.
Aye.
Do you know what I mean?
Oh, but then I have to ask you actually, because one of the biggest fucking rappers in the world is Kanye West.
Mm?
Do you like him?
No.
I don't like him, man.
No.
I don't like the. I like the older stuff. I do like the older
I'm
stuff.
not even sure I know what the older stuff is, but like
It's more normal.
He's got this song called "I'm a God."
Aye.
I think that's what it's called anyway.
I am a god.
That's it. That's all he's saying for pretty much most of it. I am a guy. I am a guy. And that's the song pretty much, you know.
Aye.
I think he melds some. I've got a garage. It's like I think he's got something else he goes into as well.
My
But
damn facade.
yeah, it is. It's I get a massage because I'm a guy.
I got a garage where I keep my cars.
He's terrible. He's really
Aye, I
bad.
know. No, the new stuff I think is just like he's just saying stuff. That's what it's like.
That's what it's like. Yeah, it's like
He's just saying stuff.
There's not much of
Aye.
an old.
I would compare him to Lil Wayne
Well, I don't know.
in
Like,
terms of talent or lack thereof.
see, I find some Lil Wayne stuff alright. Like the only
Do you?
Lil Wayne that I've ever listened to is the Carter 3, and
don't
that
know
was
what
quite good. But like it was quite like I quite enjoyed it. And like with Kanye West, like I don't really listen to like the new stuff.
The
But
Carter 3.
aye. Have I
don't
said
know.
it wrong? I'm sure it's the Carter 3.
I don't
I'm
even
not
know what it is.
entirely sure, but the only person that puts out anything that's
I'm going to
related
look
to
up.
I'm sure that's Jay-Z, mate.
No, it is. It's definitely. It's definitely.
We'll
Lil
look
Wayne.
up.
But no,
What's
Let's go back to that original point there. You
What?
like Lil Wayne.
Aye, I do like Lil
Right,
Wayne.
stop. Put the headphones down and leave.
Oh, who was the guy? Will Smith's son, Jaden Smith.
Oh, that's
Jaden-
fucking horrible.
No, but not his raps. What was it? You were telling me about something. All these tweets or something. He does.
Oh, he thinks he's a fucking genius, but he's not. It's called the Carter 3.
Oh yeah.
Right.
I was confused
Wait,
myself.
tell me about the fucking because we were you were going to tell me about this one time, and I said save it for the podcast.
Aye, like.
So this is a good
Jaden
opportunity.
Smith is Will Smith's son,
Right.
right? And he thinks he's a fucking like an actual genius, but like a genius on the level of like, you know how you see all these like
Is
Gandhi quotes and
aye,
stuff
like
like
he's
that.
a sort of
he thinks he's-
philosopher.
Aye, he thinks he's like that. So,
Socrates,
Jaden
Socrates.
Smith, and it was like a big. I don't know if it was a big thing, but I'm talking about the Smith kids. There was the daughter Willow.
Yep,
she had
done
this
that stupid whip my hair track, wasn't it?
Well, she did another even stupider one, Dave.
Yeah.
And it's called, is it called Summer Boyfriend or Summer Fling or something like that? Right, and it's fucking horrible, right? She's sitting there like all American teen and that, but she does this like, it's a song about how she's got like a summer boyfriend, right? And she's like 14, but in the song it's like they're fucking like, there's some dirtiness going on in the song, right? And this lass is 14, but then she does these talking bits in the song, and she's like, oh, so I think I will call you right now, and she talks in a fucking like a British accent, and it's fucking horrible.
That's an English accent.
I really miss you, and it's fucking really weird.
Right.
Right, Jaden Smith. Right. This is Jaden Smith and his 15 cringeworthy tweets, so we'll just fucking read some out. We're not going to his Twitter because
read one out and then we'll really think about it and we'll really try and break it apart here. Jaden Smith, I'm giving you the fucking benefit of the doubt here.
I'm not. I don't trust him.
I want to find out.
He's shady.
Right,
That's
here's
racist.
one, right? If I was Moses, where would I be? And he spelt Moses wrong for a fucking start. He spelt it Moises.
Was that it? Well, maybe he meant to spell
If
Moises.
I was Moises, where would I be?
I'm going to answer that for you. Let's see if we can. Right, this needs to get shared until he sees this.
Well, we go through these like he's asking us questions.
Yeah, totally. That's a great
my
idea.
My answer is in between the Easter Bunny and Santa Claus. That's
Right.
exactly where you'd be.
Right, I was going to say.
Dave the 13, if you were Moises, where would you be?
Well, he'd be dead.
He'd be
Right.
dead.
He'd be dead because.
I'd be at a coffee shop
That's
getting
what
a
he
cup
was.
of Joe. Right.
Or does he mean emotionally? Where would he
I
be
fucking
emotionally
don't.
if he was
I don't know.
He'd still be dead.
if he was Moises? Maybe he hasn't
If
spelled
it was
it wrong.
Moises.
Does he mean Moises as in the manager or the ex-manager of Manchester United?
I don't know.
Well, maybe. See, that's the thing.
Does he mean him? Because in that case, where would he be? That would be in
Maybe
the dole queue.
Maybe Moises did some kind of
Well,
insurance fraud and fled the country. And he's
And
trying
Floyd the country.
And Floyd
He
the
Floyd
country.
the country.
Moises fled the
Moises,
country.
he Floyd it.
Moises, where are you? And he's just trying to find out where Moises is. Like in his fucking LA lifestyle where he's fucking like eating eggs all day or something. I fucking don't know.
That's
like
so
his top worry is like where the fucking ex-Manchester manager is. Moises, where are you?
When you said that, I thought there was more to it.
If I was Moises, where would I be?
I was like, I thought you were gonna. If I was Moises, where would I be? A flower in the snow. And it was going to
No,
go on, like, but no, that was just it.
That was it.
That was it. Okay.
The next one wasn't a question; it was a statement.
Oh fuck!
Right.
I'll still answer it.
He's going to drop. He's going to drop a truth bomb on you, Dave. Trees are blue.
Is that all it says?
Is that it?
That's literally the sentence.
Trees.
No, sorry. Most trees
Most trees
are blue.
are blue.
Moises is blue.
Moist trees is blue.
Moist trees is blue. Maybe it's just a misunderstood New Yorker. Hey. Right.
Most trees are blue. There's nothing to that. Nah, moving on. I'm not.
Right.
Even, we're not even. Because
How-
there are better ones.
Right. How can mirrors be real if our eyes aren't?
How can mirrors be real if our eyes aren't real? Well, Jaden,
Well,
mirrors are
2,700 people favorited this. This was
Wow.
one of their favourite Twitter things.
How can mirrors be real if eyes aren't? I
Do
don't
you know
know.
what? I had a funny thing about mirrors, and I feel like I'm going to sound like a complete idiot here. Right?
What?
Right, do you know what, like, if you ever watch a cartoon, or like,
Is this a parallel
read,
universe
like,
kind of?
it's a fucking stupid thing I've always heard. Right, or like you can, like, have a cartoon, or, like, a comic book, right? Mirrors, if they're drawn in, like, a comic book, like, are usually, like would be, like, a silvery kind of colour. Like, a spoon is silver, but it's reflective. But, is a mirror silver?
No.
Right.
Well, I don't know. I don't think
Dave's
so.
thinking on that.
no. I'm pretty sure.
But is it just really, is it really shiny silvery colour?
Well,
No,
what you're saying is
it's-
a spoon is reflective, therefore
But what
everything
colour
that's
is the
reflective.
reflective surface?
But what you're saying is a spoon is reflective, therefore everything that's reflective is a spoon.
But like,
No, you're stepping
but
into
spoons
the
are real, Sam.
How do you know spoons are real if our eyes aren't?
No, there is no spoon.
Wait a minute.
Oh,
Matrix
for
taught
fuck's
us
sake.
this, you.
But what does he mean if our eyes
Walker
aren't
told me
real?
that.
I don't even know what he means by that. If
I feel like I've got a very valid question here, Sam, that I want to answer.
Right.
That was it. Right. That was it. The silver mirrors.
Aye, no, right, that I can answer that. Because mirrors are. Wait a minute, actually. You were asking
like
why,
like-
right, they're glass with a reflective surface behind it. It's basically like it's like.
No, it's not just like more glass.
No,
It can't be loads of glass. There must be something behind it.
there is.
Then why
A
even?
really shiny,
But
clean
look,
thing.
but why even need the glass then?
It's a shiny reflective surface, and they need the glass so that it's not just
So like, if you
a
took
bit
the,
of a bit of floppy paper that.
So wait a
shines.
minute. If you smash a mirror, then what's this? What the fuck? Right, move on. Next one. Fuck the mirrors. Fuck your eyes. Jaden Smith, you're the only one that's not
I
real.
hope somebody out there that is watching this, like whether it
Can
be
explain to us where
No,
mirrors came
now,
from.
or just on like
Somebody
just
send a
on some
message,
random
explain how
day,
mirrors work.
is just like paused it and was like, wait a minute, like they pots are silver, but if you could see yourself in one.
So it's because it's.
I couldn't see myself in one of the
No,
pots. I
but
wouldn't
the,
fit.
but the thing is, you'd be able to see your.
I would have said it.
But you'd be able to see your reflection in gold.
I could really see myself in one of their pots. You would never fit in one of their pots.
But look, right, okay, so it's silver, it reflects, but so does gold.
Aye, but you don't get gold mirrors, you get silver mirrors.
But
I
how do
keep
you,
looking at the mirrors out there, Sam.
but that's like saying
Pick a colour for the mirrors.
Red.
red.
Where the fuck are you getting that from?
The redness on the mirrors.
Right, we're moving on.
Right.
This would take hours. Right, the next one is... Shit, what's happened? I went back to go forward and I've came out
I
it.
feel bad for you, man. We're devoting some of your time here to talking about Jaden Smith.
I'm okay with
Right.
that.
If a bookstore... This is a question. If a bookstore never runs out of a certain book, does that mean nobody reads it or everybody reads it? He spelled does wrong as well. He spelled it does. Does that mean that nobody reads it or that everybody reads it?
Weeds it. That means nobody weeds it or everybody weeds it.
Does nobody know?
That means surely that just means that nobody reads the last copy.
Well, how many copies are there?
If a bookstore
Loads.
never runs out of a certain book, so
Oh
Does
wait,
that
no,
mean
no, no, no,
wait,
I know,
everybody reads it.
I know as well. That means nobody reads it. Because if everybody read it, they would run out at least once.
Yeah.
No, but then everybody's got the book, so nobody buys it, and then so nobody has the need to buy it out of the
Oh, I
bookstore.
get
You
what you're
fucking
saying.
clever cunt.
I'm going to talk about that.
Or does it mean they download it? What's going on?
People used to ask me, "What do you want to be when you get older?" And I would say,
14!
What a stupid question. The real question is what I am right now.
No, Jaden. We know what you are right now. A little.
4,000 people like that one is their favourite
Fucking
tweet.
tube is what he is.
I want to be the bigger tube. I don't know.
All the rules in this world were made by somebody no smarter than your own. So make your own.
No, but that's bullshit though, because that's like saying
All the rules in this world were made by someone smarter than you.
all the rules.
Yeah, all the rules in the world were
Well,
made
what is
by
it-
someone smarter than you,
But
so
what
make
is it-
your own.
But
So
Albert Einstein didn't be like,
That's what I'm gonna
no,
say.
nobody drive over 70 miles an hour on the motorway, right, guys? I know I'm pissing up fucking, like, I'm pissing on your bonfires here, but don't speed.
No, but what I was going to say is though, it's not like fucking Albert Einstein or whatever, you know, just came up with, they just invented the theory of relativity.
Aye.
It was discovered.
there.
It's already out there to be discovered.
It just wasn't very well known. It
So-
was kind of underground.
that's
so
not
to
the
say-
rules he means.
Well, what does he mean then? What's he talking about? Is he talking about
He's
the
not
rules that Will
rules of law.
Smith gives him?
Aye,
He's basically
I took
advocating
it
you break the
No
law.
supper
That's
after bedtime.
It's all the
Make
rules
your
of
own
laws were
rules.
made by smarter people than you, so just break them. Fuck it, they're all idiots.
I've got a theory that every one of
Break the
these
law.
tweets is about his dad in some way. Make your own rules.
Right, the next one you'll agree with, Sam.
Okay, I might, like, I'm not saying he's an idiot yet.
School is a tool to brainwash the youth.
Yep.
Yeah, but that doesn't even need to be a negative thing. Brainwashing's what? I guess it's just indoctrination. I was thinking about this, right? Indoctrination, essentially, you break it down, it just means instilling a set of rules or laws that, untested, the child believes in.
Right.
Now, the Green Cross Code, isn't that like under a technicality? Isn't that like a form of indoctrination?
Technically, but that's reasonable. That's sensible. That's not
common sense.
That's not That's not, for example, in a religious sense, teaching your child to believe in something that there is no reason to believe in.
But I agree. So I would say there's indoctrination that's reasonable, and then there's indoctrination that's unreasonable.
Yeah, but I mean, you can. I mean, one of the first things that you'll teach your child is to look both ways before they cross the road. You don't have to teach them that in school.
But still, like, if it's a strict thing, if it's like you're getting taught that regardless, you can't afford to test it, because if you the Green Cross Code, you test that, like, oh well, maybe you can cross it without looking and all that stuff.
I tested it one time. I ended up in the hospital.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I didn't test it. I just accidentally got hit by a car.
So
you're proof of Jaden Smith being a smart man.
I'm also proof of the Ghostbusters being saviours. Ghostbusters saved my life, or at least stopped me from being.
See, this sounds like a little bit religious, but
no, listen, right. When I was
Ghostbusters saved my life.
When I was 4 years old, I was running over the road to follow my big brother and my big sister to the park. Apparently, this is what I got told anyway. I get hit by a car, and the only reason that I didn't break my back and become paraplegic or die is because I had a Ghostbusters backpack on my back.
Oh yeah,
and
that's
it is
cool,
now
man.
Missing a fantastic old big chunk out of one of the corners from where it scraped along the ground.
That's awesome. It's a shame.
That's a good story.
But
the Ghostbusters saved my life, or at least saved my ability to walk.
Or maybe marketing saved your life.
Don't bring it down to that, man. Don't make it that. Don't make it that. I've always liked that story. Don't fuck it up for me.
No, that's good. I like that. That's a good story.
Aye.
I got hit by a car as well, but not in any sort of. I don't know. There's not really. There's a little bit of a story to it because of what happened afterwards, right? We were in Bridge of Allen,
right,
and we were really young and everything like that, and we were idiots. We were going into shops and seeing what we could steal, you know. But it wasn't like, you know, a music shop where you're gonna steal a CD or something like that. Bridge of Allen. It's like fucking, here's a shop that sells ribbon, like, you know, and a fucking pencil or whatever. So it was me, my brother Gerald, and John.
Mm-hmm.
And so I'd come in the shop. I can't remember if I bought a can of juice or if that was a item that happened to have gotten stolen.
Right.
But I had a can of juice at one point, so I was fairly happy about it.
Right.
And I was with Gerald, and the thing is, Gerald never really stole too much back then. Like, he didn't like going into the shops and doing it. So like, I'd gotten like a fucking bit of ribbon and a Pritt stick, you know. Remember those fucking you used to get in school?
Yep.
And I came out, and I don't know if it was just because I just came out of the shop and I was trying to get away.
Mm-hmm.
But like, there was Ben, my brother, and John was on the other side of the street, and as soon as I saw them, it was kind of like everything else just like blanked out around me, and I just thought, right, go towards them.
Mm-hmm.
Completely forgot that there's this thing called fucking traffic.
Aye.
Right? I run out on the street, I get hit by the car, it fucking rolls me over and everything, and then I'm in my head going, I'm going to go to jail for all the stuff that I've stolen, this fucking bit of ribbon and everything like that. Freaking out, right? And so like, I'm trying to get up, because I'm thinking, I need to get fucking out of here,
And
you
you
know?
hate this fucking ribbon and Pritt stick.
so
Come back for it later.
So I'm trying to get up, you know?
Aye.
And like, all these old people came around, and they're all like, no son, you've just been hit by a car, you need to lie down, like forcing me to the ground, right? So I'm like freaking out, I'm looking over to see
Fuck
if I can
off,
see.
I'm on the run here.
Pretty much. So that, and they somehow had this blanket that I was lying on and shit, waiting for the police to come, and I was like, no, I need to get out of here, trying to get up and everything, and all I hear is Gerald freaking the fuck out. Sam! He's like running towards me. Sam! He gets up to me. You dropped your juice. That's legitimately what he said. You dropped your juice.
Hell.
And I'm looking, I'm like, aye. Did I not get hit by a fucking car as well, Gerald?
That's phenomenal.
I fell out of a car once.
Fell out with a car?
Of a car.
Or of a car, alright.
Aye.
So it wasn't just like an argument or whatever.
Are you want to hear that story?
Go for it.
Right, so this one time...
Oh wait, we should ask Dave if he wants to hear it.
Do you want to
Sure.
hear it, Dave?
Yeah,
This
right.
one
If,
time...
if he didn't want to hear it, I didn't want to hear it.
I would save it for next week. One time we were at... we'd finished work. Car park was empty. It's a big car park like down at Booker's in Stirling, like at the cash and carry. And my pal's in the car and that this other guy was in the back, Ross, right? And Ross is like, oh man, do you want to try this thing? It's called Ghost Ride the Whip. And I was like, oh, what's Ghost Ride the Whip, Ross? He's like, oh, it's this really cool thing. The rappers do it. Right, and he's like you just drive along in your car like really slow, then get out and kind of dance around the car and get back into the car.
I fucking know what this is, right?
Right, so he tells me so, and I was like, nah, I was like, that's fucking mental. I was like, oh no, we came down my pal's car, we did it last night. I was like, alright then, we'll do it. And it takes me like a lot of talking into, like, see if it's something like, this is fucking stupid, like, it takes me a lot of talking into to do it. But I was like, alright, so we're like driving along. I was like, right, what do we do? He was like, just drive along, fucking knock it into like neutral, open the door and get into a dance. So I'm driving along, I'm thinking like, no, that way, well, none of you drive these. Like 30 feels quite slow when you're driving at 30, right? So I'm driving along and I'm like, I'll go half that, I'll go 15, right? No, 20 I went. Right, so I'm going 20 mile an hour. And then he was like, I'm like, right now. He was like, aye, right now. And I'm like, fucking neutral, open the door and I'm like, this looks fucking fast. This looks really fast. So I like close the door and that. I'm like, no man, no, I'm not doing it. He's like, oh, you're fucking pussy and that. He's like, there. I was like, right, alright then. Right, and this was all the talking into it took me. I was like, right, no problem, right. Fucking going along right now.
You're a pussy, do it.
Fucking like, I'm going, so I slow down a bit. Last time I was doing 20, I was like 15 this time. That'll do me. I think you run at like a fast runner would maybe run at like maybe about 50 mile an hour.
Oh wait, you've got a
Or like
Usain
12 or
Bolt
13.
joke here, eh?
No.
No.
That doesn't fit you.
It doesn't fit Sam. But like,
You're
I
always
think, like,
fucking running the...
average people
fuck
running
it.
speed is like 12 or 13 mile an hour, say. Right, so I'm fucking going on like 50 mile an hour. And I'm like fucking opening the door and I'm like, oh my god. But like, and I was like fucking like done it again, like neutral. I was like, but then my head, I would like open the door and I'm like, how the fuck am I going to like, I was thinking like, how's this going to work? Like when you get out of a car, you kind of get out sideways. I was like, I need to be facing forward and running. I was like, how the fuck is this going to work? But
You're like a bit of Lego. You like can't just do anything at an angle.
my legs fell off. I got the wrong head put back on.
When you're describing it to me, I've just seen this bit of Lego. Like, wait a minute, I can't
bend.
If I'm going this way, how can I be going that way?
But like the car doors like that, and I'm like, how the fuck is this going to work? And then like, so I was like, but my thinking was, right, I was kind of like sitting with my feet out, right, in a car park, right. So there's a fence a good bit down, right, and I'm like, then I just thought it must work, and then I jumped out the car. Right, that was it. It must work. Right, my feet hit the ground sideways. I fell. I was like, the fucking car grabbed onto the door handle. The car's now dragging me down the car park. I looked through the car. Yes. He's running. He fucking made it.
Yes.
I'm fucking getting scraped and shit like that. And like, there's a guy in the back of the car. I'm like, he could fucking pull the handbrake. He's Ross on the other side, struggling to keep up with the car. Like, I've never seen a move so fast in my life. I'm trying to fucking pull myself back in, and he jumped in and pulled the handbrake on. And the fucking manager's still in the store. I'm like, what would he fucking think if he fucking came out to lock the door and there's a car with me fucking getting dragged along?
I'll see you tomorrow!
Screaming my head off. Oh my god. That was fucking ridiculous.
But you never got hit by a car.
No, I fell out of a car. But I just like that, like, it was just that thing, like, it must work. And then I jumped, like, with no fucking second thought.
Let's go back to Jaden Smith. What else is he saying here?
Oh, fuck, aye.
You might know I've got hit by a car, but that was better than your story, man. That was just phenomenal.
That's a good one, eh? And then I went home that night and looked at the rappers on YouTube. The car was fucking crawling, like they were walking
like
around the car and that. Oh god almighty. If newborn babies could speak, they would be the most intelligent beings on the planet Earth.
Bullshit.
How would you come to that conclusion?
Children don't know anything. They see their parents as God.
That's why they don't speak, because they don't even know what words are.
No, I know. They can't even walk.
So wait a minute. I'm going to gain the benefit of the doubt here. What does he really mean by this? What's he talking about here?
They would be the
Right.
most
I think it's
intelligent
pretty
people.
like you can take
No,
it
wait,
in face
wait.
value, Sam.
No, wait,
well, I
wait.
suppose if you want to get really into it, it's, you could put it down to
It's pure love. There's no hatred, maybe.
they don't understand what bias is. They don't understand what hatred is. They don't understand
Prejudice.
what war is or prejudice. They
Indoctrination.
Wouldn't have
That's a
any,
lot.
And
of
do you know
things to
what?
Understand though.
And do you know what? Do you know what else they don't understand? God.
Yeah.
They don't understand the fucking concept of
understand the
God, so
concept
yeah,
of
they
God.
probably would be. I'll
So I
fucking agree
suppose
with you on
there's
that one, Jaden
I
Smith.
suppose there's that, but to
But
be
you're
honest,
just saying things that they don't understand. Intelligent people understand a lot of things.
no, that's what I'm saying. They wouldn't. These concepts wouldn't apply to them.
Aye, I know what you mean.
Yeah, like
Okay.
that's the thing. That it's a common thing within. It's not a movement, but like the atheism
Mhm.
and these fucking debates that go on with like religious people, and they say to them, why have you chosen to be atheist? Why are you rejecting God?
Aye.
The thing is, if you're an atheist, it's an absence of the belief in God. So any baby that can't understand the concept is a fucking atheist because he's absent of
Aye.
the belief in a God.
Yep.
And it's a thing that people can't get their heads around. There's a guy called Shock. His name's I think it's just called Shock. He's like this fucking YouTube blogger. He's like a big Christian, and he's got like the atheist challenge. Right, ready for this, guys?
Oh, yes.
The fucking atheist challenge. Provide me one bit of evidence that atheism is true.
He's dumber than Jaden Smith, Sam. That doesn't make any fucking sense.
What do you mean that
Provide
atheism
me-
is true? Atheism is a position without the belief in God. I don't believe in God.
Aye, you're not
Therefore,
there to
I've
prove
proved
something
it
to
true.
somebody.
What the
Aye, I
fuck
know.
do you mean? He's using fucking wordplay and
Yeah.
trickery and trying to deceive people.
Nah, I don't. That's a
But,
stupid.
but this is a
fucking
thing like
question.
people don't understand. Like
That's
every
what-
child born is an atheist.
Yeah, I mean, there's no such thing as a Christian child, a Muslim child,
Yeah, yeah.
Mhm.
or a Jewish child. They're just children.
And I'll tell you that. I mean, that's like,
Sorry, demons.
and that's like a
Little screechy, shitty, monstrous bastards.
he doesn't like children.
Moving on.
For all you ladies out there, if you have kids, don't even wait
Don't
for
come
them.
chapping on
Don't
this
even
door.
wait for them backstage at the end of the show. It's not happening.
Don't even think about it. Seriously. If you have children, unless you plan on drowning them first, then I'm okay with it. No, I'm not. No, I'm not. Don't
It's the
drown.
only rule.
Don't drown your children.
I'm putting that on a t-shirt. I'm giving it to you. Don't drown your
Number
children.
13 says.
Number 13 says,
On the back,
don't
let-
drown your children.
On the back, let me do it.
That's good. That could be merchandise right there. Number
That's it,
13
man.
says,
10
don't drown your children. Let me do it.
I want
think you would
fucking
need the guy like
10%.
the American pointy finger guy, like the United States Army Jew.
But it's just Dave.
With a hat on.
Fucking
Standing
big
there
beard
that
and
with a beard, just-
Yeah.
Dave says, don't drown your children.
Aye, man. I want 10% of that profit on those
Yeah, man.
t-shirts. No, in fact, I want 13%.
Actually, I had a really cool idea for merchandise. What I'm going to do is I'm going to get t-shirts and hats made up with like superhero logos.
Right.
Like, say for example, the Superman logo, but instead of the S, it would just be a 13.
Mm-hmm.
Aye,
the
aye.
Batman logo, instead of the Batman logo, it would be the 13. You know what I mean? Inside the,
How would
the
you do-
yellow circle sort of thing.
Right. See, I'd need to... The Superman I can envision. The Batman one.
Yeah, I've had a wee bit of difficulty envisioning that one myself. Same with the Flash and so on and so forth. It would take a wee
You
bit.
could just do it in that kind of
It
style.
would
You
take a
could
wee
do
bit
it
of
though.
work,
The
do you know what I
Flash
mean?
could work. The Flash
Mhm.
could work.
It would take a wee bit.
Even like
Is
you
it?
could have like
The-
the Dave written in like the shape of the wings,
Well, it'd be the 13.
and then the 13 is the body.
See, you're going too
Nah.
far with this now. Then it just wouldn't look like Batman.
Nah, no, but like no that way like you can shape the word to.
Well, it's,
Oh, I know what you mean. Aye.
You used to be able to do that in clip art.
Well, you could have
Well, this
like
is the
or
M.
word
The
art.
M could be shaped to make. The M could be shaped to make the pointy ears or something like that.
well, you could
know what I
even
mean?
have like 13, right?
Yeah.
But then have the T, bridged out like the beginning of the wing, kind of like what you were saying. But instead of Dave, it'd be like the 13,
Yeah.
like in letters.
Mhm.
Why are we doing this on a podcast? We should be talking about other things. Jaden Smith, what else you got for us?
I had a question there for Dave actually, but I'll do it after these ones.
Alright.
If everybody in the world dropped out of school, we would have a much more intelligent society.
Society.
That doesn't even sound like a profound state. That just sounds like something he's saying. I don't know. I wonder if people are looking too much into these tweets.
Do you want the next one?
That because you read that in a way that was like a philosophical,
Maybe it's the
profound.
way I say it. But do you want me to read it in the Jaden Smith voice?
Okay. But not in a profound way, just as if
If
he was just tweeting it.
everybody in the world dropped out of school, we have much more intelligent society.
That sounds less like Jaden Smith and more like retarded Robin Williams.
Is that his full name, or do you mean?
Not if Robin Williams was a retard.
Oh, right.
Or like a character like that.
Yeah. I'm sure he's done that before.
If everybody get off
It sounds
your
like the
phones.
genie from Aladdin, doesn't it?
Everybody get off your phones. No, it doesn't. Everybody get off your phones. There's a podcast. Do you know what it's like? Listen, it sounds like to me. There's a podcast I listen to, and this guy that's on the podcast is called Ralph Garman, the guy of 101 Voices, and he's like, he does impressions and voiceovers and stuff. He does stuff for Family Guy and stuff like that. But one of his impressions is called McDonald's Fry Girl, and she's like a girl that works in McDonald's and had some kind of hideous accent with a deep fat fire. And that's how she talks. Do you want fries with that? McDonald's Fry Girl.
Wow. That is...
Right, his
That's
next
dark.
one isn't that great. Will I read it? I'm
Alright.
going to read it with a sense
may
of
as well.
disappointment.
Get-
Everybody get off your phones and go and do what you actually want to do.
No, because if
He-
we're reading this, then we're on our phones. So
Yes.
And he tweeted that whilst on his
Oh,
phone.
exactly.
I bet.
I probably did.
Exactly.
A lot of people like that as well.
That's because a lot of people have no brain.
It's
is the-
fucking crazy. Like,
well-
that's what it is, Dave. Like, see the amount of people that retweet these and favourite them.
It's because they don't think for themselves. They don't want to think for themselves. They read something that
If
they
they
think
lis-
is profound
Aye.
that someone else has written, and they go, "Wow, that's amazing! I'm totally going to share that."
And
So
even
what
if
you're
it's
saying,
Jaden
Dave,
Smith,
is if everyone dropped out of schools, there'd be a more intelligent
society. Society.
I mean, I kind of agree with him on that. You know, schools are so weird like these days because they're designed for like.
But then what if they just went home and watched like I don't know what you call it, like shit television, like all that Honey Boo Boo and all that kind of like and just rubbish telly, like fast food telly that's just like.
I mean, if that's your attitude and that's what you're interested in, then
But
you're
then
not going to
that-
fucking
aye.
pay attention in school anyway.
Aye,
Well,
I
I mean,
Well, the thing is,
I don't
right?
watch TV either because
Well-
it's dreadful as well.
Aye.
I think, right, see if you did have,
There
like
is
what
a
you're
lot
saying,
of shit.
what you're saying, imagine we did abolish schools, and you're saying, but the argument is, what if a kid just wants to go home and watch Honey Boo Boo? You know what I'd do? If that's what she wants to do, or he, or whoever, rather than say, no, you must do this, and present something that they don't want to do,
Aye.
I'd say, alright, you want to watch Honey Boo Boo? Let's do this. And I'd watch nothing but fucking Honey Boo Boo until they were sick to fucking death of it.
Aye.
Right? Get it out of their system. Even if it takes like a year, you know? That'll be a year well spent, because then you've got like a fucking 8-year-old or whatever that then never wants to watch fucking bullshit TV ever again because they're sick to fucking death of it.
Aye.
You might have a fucking point there, man.
I
That's
think it is.
a good
Get it
idea.
out of your system. Like,
Just watch it all.
Yeah.
they're going to give all their energy to something that they like. So fucking rather than waste their time with bullshit, like let's say I was really big into films or wrestling, right? Let's say I'm really big into wrestling growing up, and then I go to school and all I can think about is, I want to go home and watch wrestling, or I want to play wrestling, or I want to do something with wrestling.
Mm-hmm.
I'm not paying attention to any of the fucking work.
Aye.
Right? Now, after a while, it got to a point with me, now I was maybe like 20 when it happened, where I got like fucking fed up with wrestling and like bored with it. But imagine instead of like all those years spending going and learning like all this math and stuff like that, you took a few months out and said, alright, you're going to do nothing but what the fuck you want to do.
Aye.
How long before you decide, yeah, this is kind of, I could be doing better things.
No,
Aye.
you're right enough.
And eventually you'll get the fucking kids will say, I want to know how this thing works though, I'm really
Aye.
interested in this. Like, whatever it is,
Aye.
computers, I'm really interested in this, I want to know how this works. I want to know how to make a video,
Because you
to make
learn
more
better when
shit.
you want. when
They
it's
fucking
something
like
you
rap, you know, and then
Yeah.
they're like, I want to know how this works, I want to know more about it.
Well,
Aye.
that's what I mean, I wish I hadn't dropped out of school when I did. I wish I'd decided to keep going and then go to college and do music. Then I could mix and master my own stuff and all that. You know.
That's
Aye.
another thing as well. Like, see, going to college to do music, why would you have to have necessarily like all these fucking standard grades and all these other subjects if
Aye.
what you want to do is fucking music? I mean, maybe you need math for, you know,
Well, I
chord
mean,
progression or whatever.
apparently, a lot of it is mathematical work, according to the interviewers that I spoke to in college.
Right, but let's say,
But I don't believe that for a second, because I've seen it done, and it's not.
yeah.
You know what
Well,
I mean?
the thing is-
I won't claim for a second that I understand how it all works, but I've seen folks sitting there mixing and mastering tracks and all that, making them sound good and putting effects on them and all that sort of stuff, and it's just fidgeting about with stuff.
And it's getting easier as well, that's the thing.
I can learn to fidget about with stuff. I've been learning to fidget about with stuff for years.
That's all. That's what learning is.
The only reason that women like me is because I'm good at fidgeting about with stuff.
Ole.
But it is getting easier though as well.
Ladies
because
without children.
See these without children, unless you read the T-shirt. Fucking not see these apps and stuff like that. My friend was showing me. He's got this app, and it's you pick like a chord that you like, and it'll come up with like a preset of like all these other chords that go with it.
Yeah.
And then each of these chords will have like scales that go with this chord and stuff like. You can manufacture a whole song fucking really easily on an iPad, for instance.
In like the early days of the Beatles, that's what they used to do. Like when they were like first starting out, like they would like learn a new chord and like I fucking like learnt this new chord, and then they would write a song around that chord and doing that kind of same thing to get the full feel of the chord and like the variations and all that kind of stuff for it. And they would write a song based off that chord. Do you know what I mean?
Yeah.
And that was how they did it. And like it's just kind of like the same kind of thing.
But then again, you've got Status Quo, who've had an entire career based around 3 chords, and that's not even a joke.
Well, there's that fucking, if anyone's seen this, the 4-chord song.
Aye.
Have you heard of this?
The Ace, what is it called? Who does it?
I wonder if I could play a little bit of that.
You can play that's surely not copyrighted.
It can't be, because it's not like it's even fucking released or anything.
Headphones.
Did I get both ears in one go?
No, just the one.
Oh well.
I'm okay with that. This is how I'm comfortable.
So I'm only going to play a little bit of this because it's quite long, but this is called the 4-chord song. Probably people will have heard of this, but it makes a good point, right? And the point is that all these songs are 4 chords.
In the same order as well.
I think I know what this is actually. Yeah.
I'll put it on just for a couple of seconds.
Is now. Last 40 years, just use 4 chords. Same 4 chords for every song. It's dead simple to write a pop hit.
Just 4?
Yeah, these 4 hit. 1, 2, 3, 4 chords.
Sorry, let me get this straight, Chicken Little. What you're trying to say is you can take those 4 chords, repeat them, and pump out every pop song ever. Is that what you're saying?
Fat Jack Black looking up
fuck
there.
off.
He does look like Jack Black.
Chicken Little.
Just listen. Do you recognise this?
Yeah, that is Don't Stop Believing by Journey.
It's a great song.
Very original.
There's a few more that
song.
fit. Check it out. My life is brilliant. My love is pure. I saw an angel. Of that I'm sure.
Well, that's just 2 songs that are similar. That's
forever young.
3 songs.
I wanna be forever young. I won't hesitate no more, no more. It cannot wait. I'm yours. This is the way you left me. I'm not pretending. No love, no hope, no glory, no happy ending. 'Cause you were amazing. We did amazing things. If I could, then I would. I'd go wherever
I don't think it says.
Anyway, you get the point. But it's funny, like they go through all these fucking really popular songs, and it's all just like 4 chords, the same.
Yeah.
The same
Maybe that's why
fucking 4
everybody likes
chords.
them because they're familiar.
Wait a minute though, is it the same 4 chords in the same row? Is it? It's not just.
He's just playing. He's sitting playing the same loop over
it's
and
not
over
just like
again.
he's picked 4 chords and he's like, only use. No, it's the same progression.
He's playing the same loop, same progression.
Yeah, that's crazy, isn't it? Because they're like, it's not just like here's some songs that exist. They're like the fucking most popular big songs.
Yeah, I mean,
it's like there's something with that progression that just like sinks in with us, wires in with us in a way that like we sort of respond to that better than. That's kind of weird, isn't it?
Aye, it is weird.
No, I mean it's been proven that there are certain
frequencies,
certain notes and certain frequencies that appeal to the human mind and the human ear more than others.
Yeah, isn't there as well that I think it's like an evolutionary thing where a child crying is like that pitch or that sort of whatever it is like sort of it's like a lock and key with like a mother's ear.
Yes.
So that it's a survival. It's a benefit. You can understand why.
I mean, if you have children like yourself, you'll notice probably my mum and dad tell me this all the time. I've heard it from my brothers and sisters and that as well. When the wean greets at night, the mother's up.
Aye, it doesn't matter where she is, kind of thing. Like it's almost like a dog whistle type thing, where it's like that noise just that sets off something.
And then of course Alexis wakes Blair up, or Lisa wakes John up to deal with it.
Cunts. Aye, man.
No, you're definitely right. I've read about that as well.
There was another thing I read recently as well. Apparently, the reason that babies cry is so that it'll interrupt the parents from having sex, so that they won't get like a brother or sister. Apparently, that's the reason.
I have another reason to dislike children. What do you know?
How would they prove that?
I'm not sure. I mean, it's probably just theoretical, but it's based off of, it's evolutionary survival.
Right, maybe like some animals.
The thing is as well, those kids that didn't cry, that ended up with a little brother or a little sister, back in the day when resources were even more scarce, those kids really struggled to get by. So all the kids that did cry were rewarded by more food and blah blah blah, all the rest of it, more likelihood to survive. So like they understand it to be an evolutionary thing that way, and it makes sense to me. I don't know how you could go about proving it, but kind of crazy.
I don't know. Speaking of sounds, have you heard of this thing called brown sound?
Just the brown note.
I only heard about this in South Park, dude.
I'm not sure if it's
I was watching some TV show ages ago, and they're talking about I was over with Aaron Smart and
Oh, for fuck's sake! You got the headphones on, Dave?
I do.
Paul, you're not going to be able to hear any of this.
Hello!
Hi there, you're through the chairman of the board.
Hello, can I speak to the number 13?
Speaking. What can I do you for?
Hello, how's it going?
Not bad.
TheDave.
God, you're a little bit broken up, actually. I don't know why that is.
I'm not entirely sure if I can see properly, but you appear to be rocking a beard.
Oh, wait, no, that's because... hang on, I'll move.
Thanks for phoning, caller. Would you mind introducing yourself?
I would mind. I'm trying to keep a, sense of anonymity about myself.
Well, you can't get more anonymous than this. Goodbye. No, I'm only kidding.
It's Big Ben Nevis calling from the Tower of Power.
I don't know if you've been watching the rest of the show, Ben. We didn't actually say we were open to calls just yet.
Alright, I didn't know there was a scheduled time.
No, but the thing is, we usually do it after 10 o'clock. We weren't sure if we were going to do it this week because the guests and all that. But you know what? Fuck it. You phoned in anyway. It's gone too far now.
Well, I'm phoning with a complaint.
A complaint? Oh shit. What did we do wrong?
Wait a minute. You've got a complaint.
Your audience participation is shite. I've been sitting leaving wee comments on your things. Try to get involved in the convo. Talk about Jaden Smith. Talk about mirrors. Just not happening.
I had mirrors there. What did he say?
The things went off there. He's trying to get involved in the conversation talking about Jaden Smith and mirrors.
Alright.
See, this is awkward as well because Paul
can't hear you, Ben.
doesn't have the headset. For some reason we can only have two headsets and two microphones.
It's alright,
with this fucking mixer. Anybody wants to donate a mixer?
I'll just do sign language for Paul.
I don't know what you said.
Well, he can't even hear that you've said that, so he's not even looking at the screen.
I heard my name.
He said he was going to do sign language. Anyway, man, what's up? What's your question? What's your other complaint or whatever?
What was I going to say? I've forgotten now. Oh, Dave. So why did I hear you want to drown children?
No. That was a joke. I don't particularly want to drown children. I'm not against it if people decide to do that. Go ahead. That's your choice, man.
He can't control what he dreams about.
But do you ever dream about drowning children?
It's happened on occasion.
No, I was going to phone and I don't get if you've already kind of talked about this or addressed this, but I'm just curious, who are some of your hip hop heroes?
Heroes?
Some of my hip hop heroes.
Yeah, give us some recommendations.
Well, to be honest, when I look at the stuff that I listen to these days, I wouldn't recommend that you listen to anything from America.
No, you sent me some good stuff in the past, though.
The majority of the stuff that I listen to in hip hop is originates in this country, and it's just personal opinion. But I prefer it to anything that comes out of America these days.
Can I ask Ben?
So like Goldie Looking Chain and stuff like that.
No. This country.
Can I ask Ben? Have you ever heard of Lunar Sea?
I've not heard of Lunar Sea, no.
Well, that's your homework. You need to go watch some Lunar Sea videos. And who was
Have
the guy you were
the
saying?
rap artist today? They want your opinion.
Who was
Yeah, no, Lunar Sea is good. You need to check out Lunar Sea's battles on Don't Flop and Shotty Horror as well. He's
Okay.
good as well. But
I
yeah,
just,
I mean, if when it comes to like people who I grew up listening to,
I was going to ask you actually. ICP.
I did listen to a lot of Insane Clown Posse.
I liked ICP as well,
I
man.
listened to a lot of Insane Clown Posse. I listened to a lot of, as I've already said, Tupac, Biggie, Dr. Dre, and all
What
that.
about Kid
sort of
Rock?
stuff. Kid Rock can go suck a dick.
I like Kid Rock.
Kid Rock can go.
And I know I should-
Have you listened to Kid Rock's first
Galaxy and
album,
dicks.
Grit Sandwiches for Breakfast?
No.
Oh, it's brilliant. You have to listen to it. It's like proper old school fucking mid-90s white guy hip hop. It's
Well,
brilliant.
I'll take it for. I'll give it a bash, man. I'll definitely give it a bash. I'll give it a
But
bash.
right, well,
But yeah, I mean, one thing that I will say though, you can never fault Eminem, especially when it comes to flow and lyrical ability and wordplay and such, man. The guy's impeccable.
fucking rap god.
Yeah, well, I mean, it says it all.
This was a comparison that I was going to make. Kanye West, as I was saying, or it might have been Jay-Z. It was one of them. I think it was Kanye West. He came out with the "I'm a god, I'm a god," and it wasn't long after. Like, it was just a few months after I first heard the "I'm a god" bullshit that Eminem comes out with Rap God.
Yeah.
And it was like, that's how you fucking do it.
Aye.
If you're gonna claim that you're a rap god, that's how you fucking do it.
Yeah, well, I mean, I've never heard that track by Kanye West. and
It's
I-
awful.
I like that Eminem
It could
track,
it
so-
could be Jay-Z, to be fair. It's one of them.
No, I'm pretty sure
Whatever,
it's
whatever.
Kanye.
I sort of lumped them in together.
No,
But
what I would
let's
say about
carry on,
Jay-Z is a very intelligent businessman.
I don't disagree with you, definitely.
Some of his older
And
stuff.
that-
I've
but
never
that's-
listened to his older stuff. That's supposed to be quite good, is it not? Did you ever listen to any of his?
Some of his older stuff's good, but I mean,
But do you know what?
I don't
That's,
know if he's maybe running out of stuff to write about.
that's what annoys me about him, though, because you see what he's writing about. It's usually, I'm from poverty, I'm this, and you can't fucking sing, you can't rap about that shit anymore,
No.
because you're not. You're one of the 300 million. 300 million his net worth is.
Yeah, he's
That's
one of the
fucking-
richest men in the world because I mean it's not just music that he gets it from.
Yes,
He's
he's
got the whole
fucking-
Rockaware clothes chain.
Yeah,
He's
yeah.
got jewellery chains. He owns hotels, businesses, all that sort of stuff.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
No, props for him. Like, in terms of being a businessman, yeah, he definitely knows what he's doing.
Aye.
But he can
Dave,
no
I've got a
longer
question
rap.
for you.
Yeah, go ahead.
Have you ever thought about like incorporating, more kind of Scottish iconography into your music? Maybe not iconography, but you know what I mean. Like perhaps like a wee bit of bagpipes.
Well, that's certainly occurred to me. Yeah, I mean
Yeah, you should.
I've thought about it a few times. That's not something that I would discount. If I ever came across a beat that had bagpipes in it that I thought was good, I would definitely use it. Yeah.
But like, would you position yourself that way as like a kind of traditional Scottish kind of thing, or like more contemporary? Like, how would you, if you like, let's say you blew up, how would you present yourself to the public?
It's the same way that I present myself to the public. I rap about my life. I generally rap about. Real
And if
stuff.
he ends up on fucking Rockefeller Records, he'll be rapping about that shit too.
I occasionally do a bit of horrorcore, but it's always enjoyable to rap about murdering people.
It is, man. And fucking your shit about taking people up the
It's-
top of Stirling Castle and all that.
It's cathartic.
That's it, man.
It's cathartic, but I mean, I wouldn't present myself any differently. You know what I mean? I'm not gonna shave my hair, get rid of the beard and that, and become some Eminem wannabe.
See, the thing is, you could go down the road of being, like Ben saying, incorporating bagpipes and Iron Brew as well. You could do something with, but maybe, I don't know, maybe that would come across a bit too forced, kind of thing.
Yeah, I mean, I don't want to appear as some sort of like generic Scottish rapper. He's the guy from Scotland. How do you know? Because he's got a ginger beard and he drinks Iron Brew and wears a Kelty Noise videos.
Yeah.
You know.
But then, I mean, Ben was telling me about a wrestler. What's his name, Ben?
Ryan Griffin.
Griffin, yeah. His name's Ryan Griffin, and apparently his wrestling attire is like the Iron Brew colours with like a griffin instead of the guy. And I mean, I appreciate that.
I think that's cool.
I appreciate that because, like, in wrestling anyway, there is a lot of fucking people trying to be Americans.
Yeah.
And I suppose that, it's probably quite similar.
Aye. Look
with-
at the
with
British
rap as
Bulldog.
well.
He was all Union jacked up.
Aye.
Yeah, but fucking, I guess it's the same here as well. Like, like you're saying, when you first started rapping, like, doing it in American accent and stuff like that. That would be my natural go-to. I remember one day I had a fucking really bad cold, and I started getting better, you know, my voice went and everything, and I got to the point where my voice was like this, like, you know, it was like really raspy, and I started fucking I started just sort of rapping to myself, and like it was like a Violent J bit. And I fucking, with this voice fucked up, it sounded just like him. Like, like it was fucking, I properly sounded like him.
I mean,
got another question for the Dave the 13th.
Go ahead.
Like, I think, again, I don't know if he's really went into this or no, or if maybe I've just missed this part, but obviously, like, you know, you rap, Sandy raps, I think John raps, doesn't he?
Yep.
Let's use the real names.
Like, Alexis.
The Maca.
She's done some rapping, hasn't she?
Yeah.
Oh, yeah?
Yeah. So is that like... Is Chris done any rapping? I can't remember.
Nope.
No, so it's like, it's all he's apart from Chris.
He's the black sheep.
Yeah. Well, I wouldn't call him the black sheep.
Come into it together, or like, you know, who got who into it? Who started?
Right, well, I mean, as I said before, I've been writing since I was 13 years old, and Sandy started writing maybe 6 or 7 years ago. And he went to college and studied music.
Just for people who don't know, Sandy is...
Sandy's Lex Lethal, he's my younger brother.
Yeah. He's on YouTube as well, isn't he?
Yeah, he's got a couple of things on YouTube. He's up on SoundCloud as well, yeah.
John's the Maca.
John's the Maca, yeah. The Bull Maca. Tallywhacker.
And my response to the Maca and Dave number 13's things up there as well somewhere.
Yeah, that's somewhere on there as well.
What was that, Sam?
I'll be entirely honest, I didn't think... no offence, but I wasn't going to lower myself to respond to that. You know what I mean? I didn't want to completely ruin you on the internet.
Go on, it was fun. It was a 5-minute thing there.
It was funny. Yeah, I'll give it that. No,
have you guys ever rap battled each other?
Yeah.
Have you ever rap battled your brothers?
No, but I had a battle set up for against John. We set up a battle event in Stirling. I was supposed to be battling the Maca at that, and I had all my bars prepared and stuff. But he couldn't make it. He had too much stuff to do. But he does have 3 children and a missus and such. You know.
Yeah.
Who do you think would have won?
Me.
To be fair though, I mean,
that's not even a question.
Yeah, but I mean, I was speaking. I actually saw John today, man, and he fucking, you know, what I mean, there's no like jealousy or anything like that. He was telling me like,
yeah,
you know what you're doing and shit.
That's what I mean. He's proud of what I'm doing. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
And I want him to pick the pen up again and start again, because I'm dragging him with me, kicking and screaming. Do you know what I mean? Because he's good at it as well. He just needs to take the time to actually sit and write.
Aye.
No, but Alexis, she's only released the one song, I think. Am I right?
Yeah, Alexis only got the one track out, the both Harlequin. But
I don't know about this. I've not heard of this.
No, well, it's up on the SoundCloud, man. I'm pretty sure I've reshared it. But
I'll fucking definitely.
I'll send you the link.
Yeah, man.
I'll post the link. But, what was I saying about because that's where I was. Sandy went to study the music production and all that in college, and then he started recording for projects at the college, stuff that he had to do in order to pass and all that. He had to record a few tracks and such, and he got me through to record a verse. And by that time, I'd heard a track by Mad Hat McGore and Nitty Grits, and I'd heard the Wee Man's Battles with Nitty Grits in Case 1 and such like, and decided, you know what, I could write in a Scottish accent. Why am I not doing that? You know what I mean?
Alright.
I like the sound of that.
Yeah.
That sounds really good. And since then, I wrote a verse, went through to the college with Sandy, recorded it in a Scottish accent. He recorded his verse in an American accent still, because he thought it sounded better. The
thing is, when you guys are rapping in like an American style, you do it justice. It's not like, you know what I mean? But you're lucky actually, because how many American rappers are out there trying to do American rap, and there's just so much out there.
Yeah.
But you guys are fucking really lucky, because you have a unique, you know, what's the word? You know, because you're Scottish, you've got this accent. It makes you stand out, and it doesn't matter if fucking people don't understand what you're saying all the time. Because I was thinking about this, the Antwoord.
Yeah, the Antwoord.
Yeah, fucking South African. Like, a lot of times, not only it's not that you can't understand what they're saying just because of the accent or whatever, they're speaking in a fucking different language.
Yeah.
Right? But it's still good.
Yeah, I mean, I enjoy the accent.
Yeah. And it's like, it doesn't even matter that you can't completely understand. Like, it's alright to go back and sort of then go, that's what he's saying. Like, that's fine. It's alright, it can work.
I mean, I enjoy listening to Rammstein and stuff as well, you know what I mean? As German, I don't understand a word of what they're saying, but I still enjoy the music, and I still enjoy the vocals that go with it, you know what I mean?
So
a better example for the English accent, you know what I mean, the Clash, they used to get a lot of people complaining that they couldn't understand what they were saying, and they were just like, so? I think the lead singer, he specifically said, so, I don't care, I know what I'm saying.
Yeah, fuck it.
They don't need to.
And that's what sells. That's what sells, Dave. Fucking not giving a shit what anyone else thinks.
Yeah, and I mean, the way I see it is, I wouldn't want to change my accent if somebody offered me a deal, if I changed to an American accent.
Wasn't there a story?
Syllable and Brains.
Do you know about this, Paul?
No.
Syllable and Brains were a pair of Scottish rappers from Dundee.
Oh no, I do know that.
You do? Because I'm sure it was you that told me about it.
They went down to London and pretended to be American for years in order to get a record deal and all that sort of stuff. And they claim that they done it to expose how fake the record industry is and all that sort of stuff.
Aye.
They claim that they did that. They never got around to doing that. They just got around to making complete arses of themselves in front of the entire world. And in my opinion, they just... the traction that they've gained since that documentary came out, and the popularity...
there was a fucking documentary on it.
The documentary came out about that. It's called The Great Hip Hop Hoax.
I need to see that, man.
The traction that they've gained since that came out is completely and utterly undeserved. They've started gigging again since then, you know what I mean? They've been getting popular since then, and they do not deserve it.
Yeah.
No.
So are they kind of looked at as kind of, you know, a wee bit con artists, kind of posers?
I don't claim to state the opinions of anybody else in the Scottish rap community or anything like that, but in my opinion, they're a pair of con artists who didn't do it particularly well, so you can't really call them con artists. We'll call them con men, because in order to be a con artist, you need to be good at it.
Con triers.
Aye. Con failures.
Con failures.
Yeah. The only problem with them being con failures is that they're still making money off the back of it.
Yeah.
Dave, I've got another question for you.
Go ahead.
If you don't mind. Right, I was having a conversation maybe about 2 weekends ago with my stepdad.
Right.
It was about hip hop.
Right.
And I was basically saying, you know, I think hip hop's really good. I think it's an art. I think, you know, what the people do, you know, like what rappers do, it takes a lot of skill. You know, and it's like the kind of it's worth a lot more than some people might think. Whereas his opinion was rap is crap. It's no.
Do you know what he said the best rap song ever was?
What?
He goes, oops, upside your head. I said, oops, upside your head. And he goes, that's it. That's the best you'll ever get with rap. And I'm like,
that's pretty much what he said.
Right,
I'm like, that was rap.
What would you say to someone like that?
I would
convince them otherwise, or would you even try?
I would introduce them to my father. I would introduce them to my father, because up until
Big Sandy.
Yeah, up until a year ago, my dad used to used to say that rap had a silent C at the start.
Yeah.
You know, that he didn't pronounce.
I like that.
That's what he called it, rap with a silent C. And then I started recording and letting him hear my stuff, and then introducing him to other Scottish hip hop artists, and his opinion has changed dramatically.
360'd.
Yeah.
So when he's on the bike, does he just put in his earphones, listen to a wee bit of KRS-One or something?
Probably more likely Case-One than KRS-One, but.
Aye, man. Any other questions, Ben?
No, that I can think of. Just got a comment. Fucking audience participation. We're all leaving like wee comments in here. You need to.
Just are you leaving them on the YouTube channel?
Aye.
Okay, well you need to go to the YouTube channel. Also remember to click like, otherwise your comments won't get posted. It's something, there's a bug with YouTube. You have to click like and then your comments will show up.
Right. How much time have we got left anyway here?
Well,
I've still got one more question.
I would say we had 5 minutes, but we started 30 minutes earlier.
Good
so,
number that.
You alright with that?
Past.
Yeah, we can run till 1:15. I'm cool with that.
Right, cool, man.
I was told to ask this question.
I'll catch you later.
Catch you later, Ben. Thanks for phoning in, man.
Bye.
Fuck 'em.
Why the number 13?
Why the number
Just
13?
because it's unlucky.
Right, no, not just because
Is
it's
there a
unlucky.
story?
Actually, yes. Yes,
Cool.
there is a story.
Tell the story.
Well, as I say, it sort of started because I started writing when I was 13-year-old, but it's earlier than that. I was born on the 13th of April.
Mm-hmm.
As far as I'm aware, it was a Friday 13th.
Mm-hmm.
My 13th birthday was a Friday 13th.
Oh, wow.
Yeah. A couple of times when I've told people that, they generally respond with, ooh.
Oh, wow.
That's pretty cool. That's a.
But yeah, my 13th birthday was a Friday 13th.
And you've got a 13 on your arm.
I've got 3 13s on my arm. I've got one there, I've got one there, and I have one up there.
Coincidence?
I think not. But no, I mean...
You need to get 13 13s.
I am.
Yeah.
Yeah, I mean, that's the point. That's the start of a sleeve. I'm going to get 13 in 13 different styles,
Yeah.
13 different times
I
on
like
my arm.
I like this one. The fucking. I don't know if the people can see that. But
Aye. That reminds me, Time Splitters for some reason.
Well, it's from a game, sort of the same style, I think, of Time Splitters, which is called 13, and that's the actual font that's
Oh,
used.
aye, that was like cell shading
on
and
the
that kind of
case.
stuff, aye.
I don't really remember it.
I like Time Splitters.
But yeah, the basic, the reason for 13 as a stage name, the sort of thing. I mean, I'd be walking down the street and I would randomly glance up and a door would catch my eye, and it would be the number 13, the 13th door in that street. You know what I mean?
You just happen to see it
And
kind of
that's,
everywhere.
that's the only one that I would look at, and say if I'll be watching a TV show and there would be a board with numbers behind people, and the one that I would look at, or the one that would be there to see, is the number 13. You know what I mean?
Aye, he's got the exact same fucking thing, by the
Aye,
way.
37.
But with
Yeah.
37.
Aye, man.
Yeah.
And it was funny today, like
Come in a wee bit
obviously
closer, Paul.
I knew that you were coming on this, right?
Yeah.
And I've been listening to like some Offspring this week, and a song that kind of comes on is like Pretty Fly for Alex Guy.
Yeah.
And he says in that, he asked for a 13 but
and
they drew a 31.
yeah.
We fucking pull up at your house, what number is it? 31. Hey.
Yep.
And you were like fucking looking about and you're like, this is like the music video for
Aye.
Yep.
Aye. But
That's
That was
cool,
good,
man.
like,
I changed my favourite number. I used
You're
to
like Jim Carrey in number 23.
my favourite number used to be 3,
yeah.
and then I changed it to 7 as I got older.
Aye.
It was a conscious decision.
That was a conscious
Why
decision.
was that, Sam? 3 and 7?
Then they said, "Oh, you fucker, Paul, what is going on here?"
Hell yeah. I'm looking for other ones now.
Aye, no. Fuck it. Let's not do that.
Yeah, aye, let's get some audience participation on, shall we?
Aye, see, I'm going to have to... Give me
Where
one
you going?
second.
Let's see what the messages you've got.
I think I had some one for your brother saying that he was glad that we got it working, but that was about it.
Oh well, you know, that's handy. I've probably got a few sitting on my phone, but I've just not looked at it for a while.
Have a look if you want, Dave. You're not in school.
I know, I've just not wanted to. I'm quite enjoying not having to look at my phone.
I like not looking at my phone as well.
My brother's actually tried to phone me.
Has he?
Yeah. He's actually trying to phone me while we're here. I've got 6 messages from somebody who's sitting watching Spider-Man. A new tune is uploaded by someone on SoundCloud, and a couple of messages from my brother. So yeah.
Alright, we've got a comment here.
A comment?
To be fair though, your stepdad is middle-aged and still listens to Slade every night, so you can't expect him to appreciate rap.
Oh, yeah. Right, okay. I like how he listens to Slade, Sam, because I only thought they had 2 songs until I was down at your mum's house one day and I heard the full back catalogue. There's a lot of comments there, I like it.
Right, the drowning comments, in regard to the drowning comments, that was jokes. Honestly, I was joking.
Was there
And a
backlash?
bit of heat.
Is there?
Seriously, I've got nieces and nephews. I love them.
See, you
I
have
would
to
never consider hurting a child.
you have to remember, this is like part of your...
Facade.
Well, not even facade.
Ah,
Yeah,
damn
part
facade.
of what you do is you have to have a tough fucking...
It's not even that, mate. It's not even that. It's just I crack jokes. Sometimes people take them offensively. It's just how it is.
See, the thing is,
Sixth sense of humour.
I worry sometimes a lot as well about coming across a certain way, because I'm in a weird position of, like, I've been wanting to do a podcast for a few years, and like just for me, just to have it, just, you know, and so have you, and so, like, I mean, it's fun and all that. Then I went and made this film, and I've got loads of people fucking subscribed.
Yeah.
And so there's a potential for, like, you know, an audience and things like that. The problem is there's a lot of people that I know will disagree with so many things that I have to say. Like, I'm not a vegetarian. I know a lot of people that are in support of you know, the thing that now this is one of the reasons why they're maybe watching this. A lot of them are vegetarians. A lot of them will have views that I don't have, and you are in a sort of balancing act of trying to, like, you know, please everyone.
I seen there was some stick on the last week's comments about we were talking about the 9/11 stuff, and some guy was commenting about it as well.
Yeah, I mean, like, I had said, you know, like, I maybe shouldn't be talking about 9/11 because the fucking the zeitgeist movement has a stigma attached to it with 9/11 because the first film goes into that, whereas the movement has nothing to do with that. It's got this fucking attached stigma.
But then I think you cleared that up in that podcast.
I mean,
well.
I did try, but I explained it and stuff like that. But the thing is, yeah, you can't fucking. It's the same. That's what I was saying. It's kind of like stand-up comedy in a way as well, because there's you always hear stories about, like, you know, the comedian said this, and then there was one person in the crowd who just took it completely the fucking wrong way.
No, well, I mean, a perfect example was the comedian that I battled in Glasgow a couple of weeks ago, and I've been told by just about everybody that was there that I would have won it had it not been for a couple of lines. So, I mean, he choked, he forgot the second round and that. I mean, it was funny, but I spit one line about the Clutha Bar, and one line was in the Archies in Glasgow, and I spit one line about the you know, how the lassie died and they're taking that Mortal Kombat pill. I spit a line about that.
I've not heard about that.
What was that?
Well, a lassie died from taking a red Mortal Kombat pill in the Archies in Glasgow.
I want to know what a Mortal Kombat pill is.
It's an ecstasy pill. It's just a red ecstasy pill with a Mortal Kombat symbol on it.
That's not
right, but the fucking thing is, right, if you're trying to make something of yourself as a fucking entertainer or an artist or whatever it is, and you look around and your environment's Glasgow, look at fucking Frankie Boyle, right? He's one of the most successful Scottish comedians. Probably, I don't, is he? Well, obviously there's Billy Connolly.
Well, I mean,
but Frankie Boyle's really fucking done well for himself.
Yeah.
And come on, he talks about fucking everything, Maddie and all that shit, like, you know. And
but he's known for that as well, so he kind of gets away with it. He's like Teflon skin kind of.
So I mean, honest, I'll say, like, if you get offended, like I say, I'm sorry, but we're kind of just talking shit. It's almost like we'd be doing this regardless of.
Like, it would be a conversation we would have. Even if we weren't being recorded. That's the kind of idea.
Yeah. And the thing is, I'll say as well, like, I will have people give me shit, a lot of shit, for things that I would say about Muslims or about Islam. And I'll say right now, I'm not fucking apologising to anyone. I've got my views. If people want to know why I've got my views, we can have that conversation. But I'm not going to start off with a sympathetic fucking foot, you know. But, and I guess you kind of just have to be the same way, you know. Say what you're going to say. If people upset, you can just say sorry.
Yeah, well, I mean, it's as simple as that. And a lot of the people that listen to what I do, if they hear something that they dislike, they realise that I'm not trying to offend anyone, you know what I mean? They understand that I'm just doing it for the art form, and they appreciate it, you know what I mean? And
the thing is,
along as well as like off the cuff, like things like in conversation jokes and that, the people that I hang about with, they all know that I'm not being serious about it, so it's generally not something I need to worry about. Yeah. But if I ever do offend anybody, then I do apologise. You know what I mean?
But you know what I mean? It comes with comes with doing a podcast and putting all your shit out there. And the thing is, I'll tell you something, this isn't going to work if you're constantly sort of thinking, like, well, we might not want to talk about that, you know. And I'm fucking bad for it, and I do it all the time, where I'm worried about people fucking calling me out on shit that turns out not to be true. And so I'm always like, I'm not necessarily believing this, and I'll say, like, allegedly and supposedly. It's a fucking bad habit. And I wish I didn't do it. I wish I didn't care so much about what fucking everyone else thought, you know, what they're going to be fucking saying shit. But fucking, man, you've just got to try and be yourself, man. If people don't like it, then they don't like it.
You don't need to please everybody.
Nah. And that's why you're going to be fucking successful, man.
What's that, Dave?
Because I don't know. I think everyone, once you watch this podcast, go off and watch some of Dave's battles. The Zebedee ones. Just
what's the
immense.
best way to find them, Dave? Just search them, or they just come up?
Going to YouTube and
we could post them up in the.
Oh, we'll post them up on the thing as well.
We'll get the links posted in the comments or in the description underneath this once it's done.
Yeah.
That's a good idea. That's what will be done.
And like, honestly, guys, as well, if you like his shit, always remember to fucking like it and like it up and all that stuff and share it if you like it. I feel like people don't do this enough these days.
No,
like, you know, I go on Facebook and Facebook's dead. Like, do you know what I mean? Like, you used to always have like someone you could chat to on Facebook, whereas now it's just like fucking, it's just dead. You know, there's like, I don't know. It just feels like people just are just not caring anymore. Aye, man, go for it.
Yeah.
You know what? Fucking, if you ever want to do something about us, we'll fucking add that to the intro. Like, you know, have a wee write, you know. Fucking.
I'll come up with something in the next couple of weeks, man. See if I can get a recording sent to you.
Yeah, man, fucking. But if you want to fucking lay something down, I don't have any beats, unfortunately.
Yeah, I'll do it. Well,
are you going to do a cappella?
I'll do a wee a cappella for you. This is something off of my first EP. This is a wee a cappella rendition of Hometown Myths and Legends.
Yeah, man.
I am the brick that the guy that built the wall didn't want, because I don't fit in. I would rather be the guy that you taunt, eyes that are gaunt, cause I spend every night awake and just writing. I've got a haunted look about me, cause I'm constantly fighting. But it isn't guys that I'm scrapping with, it's my imagination, whose machinations will lead to the annihilation of either me or the entire nation. I think that this is blood that I'm tasting, while I stick my face into a basin to be sick and my brain is still aching. Let me check if my pulse is still racing. Yes, it is, no, it's paint I can taste, and to be fair, it's amazing that I'm breathing. Never mind that I'm making a statement. Face to the pavement when it's raining, with 5 guys trying to bash my brain in, then I stumble home in the dark in pain, and I take off the glaze with the bloodstains, and I'm waiting patiently for silence inside my head, smoking roll-ups made for roaches while I lie in my bed. Spend a couple of minutes each day thinking I might just go and die in the shed, but I've got way too much to say, so I started writing instead. Stirling is the city where I was born and I was raised, and if it's got anything to do with me, then Stirling is where I'll end my days. It's not the kind of place where dreams are made, but it is the kind of place where my heart has stayed, full of the games that me and my brothers played, right up to the rap that me and my brother made, to the time when I got stuck in the gut with a blade, to the place where a couple of arrests were made, to the very first time and place I got laid when I bent right over that police barricade. It's where I made my home, and it's where I made my name. Stirling's the place where I learnt my game. If home is where the heart is, then I'll tell you all the gain. I'm a Stirling boy, and Stirling is where I will remain. Walking in the streets, weaving in and out of crowds, listening to the sound as everybody runs around. It's my hometown, it's where I grew up, and in the future I'll say it's where I blew up. It's where I got so fucking drunk I threw up, fell down some hills and some stairs, so what? It's nearly the place where my face got cut, got lifted for stopping a guy beating his wife up. It's also the place I made my 2 best friends. Shouts to Maverick and Alana, I've got their backs to the end, no trying to pretend that I've got a million pals, that's not true, but I know when it comes down to it, I can rely on those 2 when I have to, which I have done. Had some hard times and some bad ones, but I know that they'll always be there to help pull me right out of the mad ones.
That's fucking awesome, man.
That was good, Dave. I like that.
I love it when, like, this is because I've heard that before, and what occurred to me was it's so weird because, like, you always hear like American rappers and they'll rap about Detroit and fucking all this shit. When you hear someone rapping about a fucking town that you know, obviously I know you, I've known you since you were fucking like that high and shit, and like it's weird. It gives you a kind of cool feeling, like fucking I know what he's talking about.
Yeah, man.
I like it, man. That's fucking awesome. Obviously, with the backing track as well, I couldn't provide that for you. Yeah. I almost like halfway through that, so I was like, I wish I had a fucking applaud track. So at the end, you know, like fucking.
That's it. That one's called Hometown Myths and Legends. That's on Bandcamp. You find that at www.number13scotland.bandcamp.com.
We'll put the link up as well.
Get the link up for that as well. Yeah.
Aye. Well, that was a fucking pretty decent podcast. That was fun.
I enjoyed that one.
Yeah.
That was good.
Did you have fun, Dave?
Yeah. I like being there. I need to come back.
Yeah, man. Fucking anytime you want, man.
More guests as well.
What's that?
More guests. More guests.
Yeah, definitely.
Yeah, we'll try and get more guests. If anybody knows anyone that might want to come on and fucking shoot the shit.
Someone with a story to tell.
Someone with a story to tell. They don't have to be on their way to fame like this guy, but if they're fucking, you know, if they're just old and decrepit and they've seen some shit, man, we want them on here.
Yeah.
And especially if they're bored, man, because
after all,
that always helps. Alright, fucking
Chairman of the board, yo.
thanks to everyone. I just did that again. Oh, totally fucking unintentionally.
Thanks everyone.
Aye, but I was gonna go on to say shit,
Alright, okay.
and I said it by accident. But that's our fucking outro
Sign
catchphrase. Thanks for everyone. Yeah, man, we'll post everything on the fucking Chairman of the Board Facebook page. Go ahead and give that a like as well, so that we know who's watched it till the end.
Yeah, check out my links at Bandcamp. I've got another EP coming on the 13th of May. Have a listen.
Aye.
Thanks, man.
Peace.
Thanks to everyone. I was going to ask you as well, the battle raps.
Yeah.
How do you get involved in that? How do you even go about challenging someone, or is there like organisers and?
Well, yeah, I mean there's people who organise the events, obviously. Like Kevin Grove Battles is organised generally by Kane, a guy who runs Crown Sound. He puts together Kevin Grove Battles, and you get Badmouth Battles, which Gasp runs, and there's a battle league called Don't Flop in that as well, which I'm hoping to get involved in eventually.
Yeah, that's the one I heard of when I was like
Don't Flop,
stumbling upon all this stuff.
Yeah, I mean there are guys that arrange it. If you want to call out a certain artist at an event, you can. It's up to them whether or not they
So
want
say I wanted to do it right now today. I wanted to challenge someone. How would I do it?
Have a look, find out when the next event is, and then put up on just put a post on the event page saying that you want to call out such and such an artist.
Alright, so like anybody could just go to the Facebook page and be like, I want to challenge this guy.
Yeah.
That's fucking way easier than I thought. I thought there would be like, protocol and fucking like guys like, no man, you can't do this.
No, I mean,
you can.
It's generally accepted that if you're going to do this, you should probably actually be.
But would you have to have like
an MC?
But would you have to have necessarily like something to show them?
No, not necessarily. No.
Yeah.
Obviously, if you think you're good enough for it, do you know what I mean?
You would have
to be doing it.
Yeah.
Otherwise,
Yeah.
There was a lad at a battle recently called Zebedee, and he only got a track recorded before I battled him, and he's done battles before that. You know what I mean? And let's say he just came onto the battle scene without having anything recorded or that, and he's doing really well at it now. After his battle with me, that was a massive improvement to his previous battles.
And who called to it there?
I have to be honest, man.
That's a good question.
What was that? I missed that question.
I said who called who out? Like the Dave, like one. Like the Zebedee guy or the Zebedee.
Did Zebedee call him?
Or how does it happen? Or do you ever just get paired like randomly?
Well, I mean, a lot of the time you get paired randomly. Like if there are some names up on the list and you haven't asked to battle a specific person, then the guy who's running it will just ask you, say, do you want to battle such and such a guy? Like my first battle was against a guy called Seamus, and I'd never heard of him before. You know what I mean? I had no idea who he was.
Was he ginger?
No.
Not that Seamus.
No, but I made that particular joke as well, actually. It was
Because we're bored and because we're incompetent as fuck.
Take
two, ladies and gentlemen. I fucking sincerely apologise for that shit.
I don't.
Yeah, that was really bad.
I don't apologise, man. It's inspired me. I'm going to call an EP the Technical Difficulties EP.
That's it. And it's going to be all about how we fuck up tremendously.
It's made up entirely of like fuck ups, white noise, and
number stations.
Yeah, background screeching.
Right, we actually better post a link because people. Oh fucking hell! Right, you explain the problems. I'll post the link because people will be wondering what the fuck's going on.
It's hard to explain what you can't comprehend, Sam. There was I don't even know if I can hear myself. There was issues. We left at very last minute. We're busy eating a lot of chicken. We got a bargain bucket. We had to go out a lot. Loads of things happened when we were out and about. What else happened, Sam? There was mix up with plugs. We've got a mic that we can't get working. We were sorting out camera angles for webcams, and then the sound broke. There was no sound, so we've cancelled it and we've made a new link. But if you've not got the link, you obviously won't be listening to this, so this is invalid. But this is take 2.
Right, I've wrote sorry for the delay, but I think I might have spelt it deli. So
Sorry for the delay.
sorry for
I think
the.
you spelled it correctly.
Oh, sorry then.
Sorry for everyone.
Right, sorry for everyone. Fucking hell, man. I apologise. We fucked up royally. Our first guest, we have a guest on today, ladies and gentlemen. This is TheDave McAleese,
Howdy.
also known as Number 13. He is a Scottish rap, I want to say sensation. What's the word before someone's made? What are they, a prototype or
Prototype.
the prodigal son?
I would just say artist.
Artist.
Yeah.
I was going to ask you about that. Do you prefer, is it rap or rap star or just artist?
To be honest, I would go with hip hop artist.
Fair enough. I'll go with that as well then, because I don't know any better.
No.
I only
Right,
where the message there? I see you now. It's fucked up, lad. Alright, so maybe there's something not right here.
is it
Yeah,
working?
that button was still on. Alright, so occasionally that's the other thing as well. This computer that we're running this whole fucking thing off of is a piece of shit.
Mm-hmm.
And if you don't unclick the thing properly, the mouse sticks on it, and then it, like, the computer thinks it's still waiting on something, and it starts glitching and everything like that. So that's why usually for the first 5 minutes of every podcast that we've ever done, there's like little bits of glitching. It's because of that fucking thing. Hopefully now, that was loud. Hopefully now it's running smooth. And this is the other thing as well. We got a microphone. Shout out to fucking Stephen Dewar. He helped us out again. Yeah, unfortunately my mixer's not good enough to have 3 mics apparently. It was just like, nah, you're alright, pal. I was like, we need 3 mics, mixer. And I was like, nah.
So me and Dave are sharing.
So you and Dave are sharing.
Half stuff's on a mic.
I'm
And-
okay with that.
Yeah. The other thing as well was the wait. Someone's saying, where'd I send messages to? You send them there. I can fucking see. You send them there. That's where you send them, right?
That's your brother, Sam.
It is.
Is it?
Yeah.
Don't tell him that.
Aye, just send them there wherever you're sending them.
Alright, just Facebook it. That'll do.
Just write a fucking message in the bottle and just hope we get it.
Fucking hell, man. That sucked. We're like 13 minutes late.
Good number.
Wait, that's maybe
That's a good number.
maybe there's a bit of fucking
A bit serendipitous there, really, isn't it?
either that or there's a conspiracy behind it,
Oh,
Yeah.
no.
and there's a reason that we've. But yeah, so let's fucking jump into things. Apologise again. TheDave McAleese, number 13,
Yeah.
recording artist. Someone else is sending a message, interrupting me again.
Oh, that's how you send messages. I'm not getting the messages, Sam.
Hi, so what you up to? What's your latest?
Well, I'm working on an EP at the minute. Well, I'm not working on an EP at the minute, actually. I've got
You just finished one, haven't you?
yeah, I've just finished recording one 4-5 days ago, something like that.
Huh?
Yeah, through in Glasgow with a fella called Tony Smoke.
Right, I don't know who that is.
Tony Smoke's a shit hop producer. He's
Yeah.
quite well known in the
So it's proper like.
Scottish hip hop community.
So when you say you've like released an EP, it's not just fucking you've stuck something up on iTunes, because like anybody can do that really. You've went through, you've got it properly like.
Yeah, I mean I've got the beats for it, sat and wrote this, went through and recorded with, as I say, with Tony Smoke. He's very good in the whole mixing and mastering process.
Well, I was listening to some of your shit there, and that's the first thing, as well as like you go, oh, he's really fucking good.
Mm-hmm.
It is. It's like it's mixed really well. It sounds like
Aye,
it's fucking as legit as you'll get, you know.
Yeah, I mean, it sounds
Like
professional.
an amateur
Yeah.
homemade kind of job.
And this is your second one as well, isn't it?
It's my second one coming up. Yeah, we've got the first one that I put out was just called 13. This one's going to be called the Loosely Spoken EP.
Right, that's cool, man. And you've got them on iTunes as well.
No, they're not on
No,
iTunes. No,
no.
they're on Bandcamp.
Oh, I've
Right.
heard people using that.
I don't know what that is.
It's a really good website actually. It's just for like independent musicians and that to put up music. You can put prices on it, or you can put it up for free download if you want.
All right, that's cool.
I put mine up. It's for free, but if you want to pay, you can. You know what I mean?
Aye. That's maybe the best way to do it, man.
I don't expect people to. I want people to take it for free. You know what I mean? I just see it as a bonus.
It is hard
Someone to pay
nowadays.
for it.
Like,
If you get money off or something.
I know, especially. I mean, what do you do? Like, do you go to the effort of getting CDs printed? Because I mean, I don't know. Do people still buy CDs? Is that still a thing?
Yeah, I mean, well, a lot of the guys who I see at gigs that I go to and stuff like that, a lot of them will be I'll have like a stack of their CDs there, and they'll sell them maybe £2-3 a go.
Yeah.
I mean, I've got quite a collection of them, and this I've got a Case 1 CD. Case 1 and Tony Smoke actually put together a CD called 100th Monkey. I've got that one. Stevie T from Dead Sounds, Second Chance at First Impressions, that's called. I've got one of them. I've got a CD of a guy from Edinburgh called Word. He's very good as well. And these are all ones that I've just picked up at gigs.
Yeah. See, I've been trying to like, not even like intentionally. It wasn't like I thought, right, well, Dave's on the podcast, I'll go and check out some of the stuff. It was before I'd actually come on the podcast. I was like, well, you know, I saw your...
It was one of the first bars that I spit, yeah.
Aye.
But, no, I mean, I had no idea who he was. He had no idea who I was. But the next event that I battled at, what was it? Who was it I battled last?
I saw your one.
Was Zebedee.
I was going to say I saw your one with Zebedee.
Seamus and Zebedee.
Yeah.
But wait a minute, you said he didn't really know who you were either.
No.
So like...
No, it was the guy who set the event up who...
so how do you prepare though? Like because you obviously write things that you're gonna...
Yeah.
So if you don't know the guy, or if you don't know anything about him, do you like stalk his Facebook page?
Oh yeah, Facebook and SoundCloud are wonderful tools.
You're gonna like,
really,
find out his mum's name and everything.
Well, yeah, I mean Zebedee's evidence of that. Zebedee actually named my mother by name in his battle against me. I mean, that bit where he says that old slag mo rag who's no bad. You know what I mean?
Oh fucking hell!
Yeah, I thought that was very clever. It wasn't just your generic your mother joke. You know
I know he went for it.
I thought it was quite clever.
I like that bit in that year when you called out. What was that lass's name? Was it Karen or something? He was so deep in the friend zone.
Yeah, Amanda.
Amanda. That was funny.
Yeah. No, I mean Amanda's she's a really good friend of his. They've been close mates forever, and I really like her as well. She's good people. I just thought I had to put it in there because I would have missed the trick if I didn't.
I just got a message there saying apparently you need to somehow be closer or move closer or something to the mic. This is my fault, guys. I thought we would have been able to have the 3 microphones because there is the slots for it. It just they won't fucking take for whatever reason.
But you're closer to me. I won't bite you.
There you go.
It's okay.
So you're good there. That sounds good. Now you talk, Paul. Let's test this out.
Talking. That sounds alright to me.
Yes, I'm on. Yeah, that's cool.
Talking.
Right. Talking.
So
I'll just stay here, Dave.
Yeah, no, that works, man. That works.
That works for me. What was I going to say, Dave? I like that bit about the friend zone place. That was good about that lassie. But then, do you ever get like some like he would maybe say to you after like that was fucking too far, Dave. What you doing? Has it ever caused any actual like? Because obviously you see like you and Seamus at the end that one, and you're like you kind of like cover up, you like Ken.
Aye.
And like it's obviously all in like good fun. At the
I think
same
you're
time.
tough to like if you had that kind of attitude, you know,
You-
like
you